Introduce yourself. You're doing a fire. You have all the reason to begin again. Honor this desire. Do you hear the call? Coiling the wire. You have all the reason to begin again. Honor this desire. I have Velma. Catalyst, catalyst, and I have Velma. Catalyst, and you understand yourself. This is not a test. You have all the reason to begin again. Honor this request. Do you wait for love? Put your acquiesce. You have all the reason to begin again. Honor this request.
Oh, yeah, that's the Catalyst. St. Ricketts. www.stricketts.com. Speaking of the Catalyst, she is sitting to my right this evening. The troublemaker, the big mouth.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
What is up, all you crazy bastards? We are here Wednesday night. Let's thank the guys from St. Ricketts. Yo 2.0 in the house Wednesday night, Wednesdaying, as we say, Tuesdaying. And what does that mean? It means grab a cocktail, sit your ass down, turn off that Netflix nonsense, watch real programming. It is Yo 2.0.
And subscribe. Make sure you subscribe.
What the hell are you doing? Like, subscribe. Takes 2 seconds to hit a goddamn button. After tonight, nobody's going to subscribe. So, Allie, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Yo 2.0. Jeff the Shark Perini with you as always, Tuesdays and Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. To my right, damn it, there we go.
Guys.
To my, you always got to hold it the opposite way. To my right, her new nickname, the Catalyst, Allie the Catalyst Comisaro. Allie, good evening.
How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm back on the wagon or off the wagon. I decided to drink tonight. Not advertising it because you want me to advertise? Throw some money my way. God damn it. All right. Just to get in good graces, it's Surfside Vodka Tea by Stateside. And it's delicious. Anyway, this is Yo 2.0. This is the brother show of the Yo Show that we do on Tuesday nights. Jeff, Allie with you tonight. I have been challenged. I'm ready. I've been challenged tonight. I've been challenged to behave. I've been challenged to keep up. I've been challenged, period, for our very special guest this evening. She'll be with us around, we're going to go a little early, about 8:15, 8:20, because she's already backstage. And what two sexy women do? They race to get here just to talk to me. I don't blame them. Tonight, model, adult film star.
Go ahead. You can say it. Come on, Jeff.
I did. I said an adult film star.
No, we want to hear porn star. Go ahead. You can say it.
Okay, I'm a porn star. Right there. I am not a porn star.
Last night, he could not say it. He was like stuttering around it. I'm messaging him. I'm like, you can say it, Jeff. You can say it.
There's no FCC regulations here. I can really say whatever the heck I want. Although people say when you curse, it tends to scare off your masses. So fuck it. Whoops. No, but seriously. Tonight's guest is something else. And when Allie said, I've got this young lady coming on, first I fainted. Then I looked at a bunch of pictures. And then my wife saw it and like, you better behave yourself. Anyway.
And she's a personal friend of mine from years. Like, we've been friends for years. And she's so fascinating.
She really is super cool. Mandi Marie, ladies and gentlemen, there. The photo pretty much says all you need to hear and see. Sweet Jesus, it's going to be a hell of an evening. So we're going to talk about a lot. We're going to talk about her her modeling work. We're going to talk about her film work. We're going to talk about OnlyFans because we tried to do this a while ago. I want to hear the good news about it because so many people are quick to judge. And I got to tell you something. Allie no doubt about it. If women want to look at my salami for X amount of dollars per month subscription, it would look like a delicatessen. I'd be slapping that
Yeah,
thing
I've
around.
had a lot of people ask me, like, would you? And honestly, I think about it around Christmas time. When I know I am going to be putting out a lot of money. Yes, it has crossed my mind.
I feel you. I feel you. And, you know, honestly, between, go-go bars and cam work and all that stuff, people do it. And it's an industry and it's a thriving industry. So don't act ashamed like, oh my goodness. It's real. It's real life, man. And it's great. And more power to anybody that can do it. Like I said, if me slinging my
And
stuff
they
and
are
getting
making
notoriety,
money.
right?
And I mean, she's so dynamic. Her face is everywhere. I mean, one minute you'll see her in high-end couture and the next second and not so much. I mean, she is all over the place. She's doing everything.
And that's pretty awesome. And we're excited to get her on. I said, we'll wait a little bit longer because usually the people that know we do it around 8:20, 8:30. So a few minutes behind, we'll get her out here. We'll chat. Our Tuesday night goddess, Miss Jewel Tatey in the house. Jewel, good evening. It's great to see you as well. My man Brent Worrell is in the house. B-Dub, what's up,
Hey,
Brent?
Brent.
Thanks for tuning in, man. Always good time seeing Brent. We hang out at the local bar, and we used to work together. Brent's a good dude. Jewel, of course, is awesome. Real quick, I have Jewel here, Allie here, and the masses here. Just to remind you, if you are in the area at all, you live
Or around the area.
Around the area, in the area, whatever, don't forget, February 11th, we're all doing this. Jewel, Allie, myself, we are making our way to Murphy's. I always lose the banner. There it is. Murphy's on February 11th, 5725 Bristol Emily Road, Levittown, PA. It's going to be the Wing Bowl tournament. They're going to have a wing eating competition, cash prize to the winner, Tecmo Super Bowl tournament. The Yo Show is going to be there live. Me, Jewel, and Allie. So, one of us is going to end up in jail. Probably me.
Has anyone played Tecmo? Like, does anybody play that?
I played the shit out of it. So I'm actually thinking about maybe.
What is it like? Just wondering.
It's a little more old school graphics wise, but it's definitely an awesome game. And my wife wants to practice and represent the Yo Show. I'm like, here's the deal. You can't represent the Yo Show and suck. We have our own personal wing eater. We're going to have shirts. We're going to have maybe a little Super Bowl trivia in between to get the crowd fired up. Maybe we invite our guest Mandi to join us so you guys can meet the stunning Mandi Marie in person. Thank you very much, Kim. We appreciate it. Your photos have been incredible. I've been photographing Mandi for over 10 years. She's my friend and my model, and she's awesome, man. Your pictures are awesome. You do great work.
Congratulations.
Congratulations
to the publishing.
Yeah, the success you guys have had. That is awesome. We're going to talk about that. And like when I first put that picture up, the one that I love with the ripped up jeans, you're like, that's my picture. And I knew right away I'd love it. And you never know. The Yo Show could always be looking for photograph stuff too. So we'll keep you in mind, Kim.
I'd love to work. I would love to work with you.
Me too. Kim, while you're out there, do women buy photographs of naked men at all? Because I need a side hustle. Brent, look forward to having you there as well. Now, no side hustle. Nobody wants to see this. They don't. You could have helped me and said, sure they do. Damn, Allie, worst time to be quiet. In all the years I've known you, first time you were quiet. God,
it was
damn.
strategic.
Yeah.
I wish I had a Snickers around. I would have just shoved that in my mouth.
Wow.
No, I'm sure there is a market out there. I don't know. I feel like guys kind of throw it out there a little bit more.
Yeah, when all the girls can get it for free, I guess there's less of a market because some of you dudes just, post it for free. How we say do better. Do better, men. Do better. Jewel already sends a little heart. We appreciate it. We're in for a great show. Couple of things we touched on last night that we'll touch on again tonight real quick. We don't want to bring anybody down, but of course, because I know you commented in my chat, rest in peace, Lisa Marie Presley. Definitely a tough loss. I even spelled her name wrong. That's how sad I am. Great girl. Like I said, the first ever, considered bad bitch. Like she was, dude. She was on top of her business. Elvis's daughter was brave enough to date Michael Jackson.
Does anybody know anything else that she's done? Like, is she just known for being Elvis's daughter?
She just started getting into music like right before she passed. She had some music out. It was what it was. It was all right, you know. And she told me she's ready to come on the Yo show. That didn't happen.
After the show, I kind of want to look that up. I had heard that she dabbled in music, but I didn't know if it was like a current thing or.
She definitely dabbled in music. I gotta tell you, I'm sitting here.
She was beautiful. Beautiful.
She was beautiful. Like I said, a real bad bitch, a girl on top of her business. And it's tough. You grow up the daughter of a legend, and it's changed through the years. Like Paris Hilton. Okay, that's the Hilton Hotel legacy. He's a legend. Her, not so much.
Oh, she's killing it now. She's like a major DJ and doing her thing.
Yeah, but it's a different, I guess, a different attitude about it. Maybe like Paris, like, yeah, okay, you're going to like me because I'm famous. Release Marie's like, I'm famous, but catch me when you can. Kind of two different things. So
she definitely had more of a rock star attitude.
Yes, absolutely. She was good at it. Real quick, before we bring in Mandi, JD Wolf in the house, dude. Thank you for tuning in. Started out as a Tuesday guy, became a Wednesday and Tuesday guy. Was brought to us by Sepsis. I got my Sepsis shirt on tonight. Told the whole band I'm wearing it to celebrate one hell of an awesome band who says they're coming back to Philly, hopefully this summer. The PA area, not necessarily Philly. So
oh yeah, we got to get Lexi back on.
Oh, she's great. I love her. Love that band. Love everything they do. Real quick, I wanted to ask this question. Now that we're talking about the fame and what you do for fame, let's ask you: how far would you go for fame, wealth, success, etc.?
When I saw this question come up earlier, I was actually on the phone with my friend, and I like read it out loud. I don't think not much.
I had always said when I started down this road of podcasting and webcasting, no shame. Like I will say anything, do most anything to get a rise out of people to have them tune in. Excuse me. But
I would travel really far to go connect with someone and have like that, like just meet them in person and show that I really like support them and like whatever, but not that much.
There's things in this business considered, parlor tricks, being a little too ridiculous on purpose. I don't see us ever doing it here. Joe and I have never done it. You and I have never done it. We will say just about anything, do just about anything, act anyway. Mandi said to me, nothing is off the table tonight. Ask away. Allie prepped me for it 3 times a day. She said, look, dude, I've seen you. I know how you do. Just be you. Relax out there. And I'm good. I really am. Like I said, we had Brianna Dale once before, who has 1 million followers on Instagram. Didn't get quite as challenging. I look back.
I think all the men are going to be kind of glued to their seat once they see Mandi.
I think I might fall.
Because let me just tell you, I got a preview and like she is looking ridiculously hot tonight. So get ready, guys and girls.
So yes, real quick, who looks hotter tonight, me or Mandi? I mean, come on.
Where's that Snickers?
There goes that silence again.
You look very moist, Jeff.
I feel very moist tonight, and that reminds us, don't forget. Real quick, we'll drop this in. Is that the right ad? No. I gotta make sure I get the right thing. I'm so bad. There it is. The Moist Collective. Let's get this out of here because you already know how far we'll go. www.rumoist.com, and it's the Moist Collective beard care products. Allie's giving deuces on the side.
No, I was trying to point to it, but it was just wasn't working.
Because you got to go the opposite like this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I learned that the hard time after doing my face one time. I did a Ouija board, and I realized I did the whole thing backwards. Yeah, that was fun.
Brent votes for me. I appreciate it. He does have that battle wound right down his chest. www.rumoist.com, the greatest website name possible. And I know tonight's not the night where the word moist is supposed to offend anybody. I hope it doesn't because it's one of my favorite words. Go on, buy products, use YoShow20 as your promo to get 20% off your order. Like Jules said last night, Valentine's Day is coming. Men, look and smell good for your date. Ladies, get the gift for your man. The Moist Collective.
Yeah, it's just the perfect gift.
It is the perfect gift, and it smells friggin' great. And don't be a scumbag. Mandi Marie don't want no scumbag, I'm sure. She likes her men smelling good. I don't know. I don't know if she does or doesn't. I'm announcing that now. So don't forget.
A lot of the men use moist.
Right. They're very moist, and they better be moist or else to be extremely uncomfortable. RUmoist.com. Use the code YOSHOW20. 4 different flavors to choose from. They got beard wax, beard butter, oil, wash. It is the cat's meow. That's our new sponsor. All right. People are flooding in. I noticed my own brothers were checking out the preview because it seems like every time I get sexy women on, they like to check it out. My brother said, "Don't shout me out there because sometimes in the background." And his wife here said, "Buy you some? Absolutely. You need a little more of a beard, though. Your beard's you need one of these bad boys." Yeah. He's have a grizzly ass beard. Our guest this evening is a terrific model, a adult film actress. There, Allie. Adult film actress. I like the word moist too. And from what I am gathering, just through some text messages and some direct messages, etc., one friggin' cool girl. Allie says
so
you're cool. Let's bring her out because we usually go a half hour. I'm ready to go a solid hour. It's probably the only time in my life I could ever say I could last an hour with our guest tonight, Miss Mandi Marie. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
Hey, Mandi, what's
I'm
up?
stoned right now. You guys were cracking me up.
Sweet. There is no shame here. Like I said, bring your vice. I drank tonight. You know, my
I'm
wife
happy
said,
to be here.
We're happy to have you. And for all you out there who are wondering, we
Allie,
are
you look so pretty,
diversionizing.
by the way.
She does. She always looks great. She's looking great.
Thank you.
We are de-virginizing Mandi tonight. It's her first ever podcast, webcast appearance. We thank you for that because that's
we're
always big.
popping that cherry.
Popping it.
And
Popping it
we
all
are
night long.
we are about as laid back a show as you can ask for. But thanks for coming on. I got to tell you right off the bat, Allie had mentioned it because the initial goal was, I want to talk to somebody about OnlyFans who's not worried about it and sees the positive in it, makes money doing it. And she's like, "Oh, have I got somebody for you?" And then I seen the pictures, sold. And then she's like, not only is she going to talk about that, she's going to talk about modeling and then
I'll talk
all
about
this.
anything.
We like that. And I love the shirt.
I just threw I just threw the whole adult actress in there last minute because I didn't know how to even say it to him because I didn't want him to overthink it. I'm like,
yeah.
You know what? I'm going to wait and we're just going to swing it.
So funny.
The thing about married life is you're not allowed to overthink it. You're allowed to give it a thought and then walk away. There she goes, my best friend. You good, girl? What is up? We just love the people that are chiming in and that are going to tune in. Like I said to Mandi, we get some that tune in live and like to comment and drop right in. Some view afterwards. We get hundreds, we get thousands. Sometimes we've had as many as 30, 40,000 people tune in. So you just never know how big the number is going to get. So be yourself. I'm always myself, which sucks because I get stupid. But it's part of the love here. It's part of the fun. I got to ask from Jump Street, because I always wonder as a guy, you don't really know. What made you decide that, damn, I'm this hot that I am just going to put myself out there, sell it, and dudes are going to come by?
You know, I after modeling, when OnlyFans started, I joined and I was like, this is awesome. I love showing everybody my beautiful, kitty cat meow. I felt like the world needed to see it. I just like to entertain people and it's fun. It's a lot of fun to act. It's fun to see work with other performers and talent in the industry. It's really cool.
You're so dynamic. I mean, one picture I was saying you're in high-end couture and the next one, not
I
so
know I'm
much.
all over the place. All over the place with it.
You've worked with so many.
Get the love.
You've worked with so many talented photographers.
Yeah, absolutely. I've had a lot of good photographers photograph me, but most of all, Kim shoots me the best. Yeah, I love working with her. She's a lot of fun. She makes it fun.
Great. That's good. And that's got to be key too. And I'm sure all these industries, when it comes to being photographed, when it comes to acting in adult films and all that, I'm sure there are probably 30, 40 dudes hanging around that don't even need to be there, that are just
Oh
there
yeah.
to watch. So to have somebody that's good and makes you feel comfortable, how does that make you feel? Is it uncomfortable when there's a bunch of dudes just waiting around to watch and have nothing to do there but just kind
I
of stalk the
mean,
excitement?
well, being in like a scene, like an actual adult scene,
Yeah.
you're in the room with a ton of people. Like you have
Wow.
like different cameramen, you have lighting, like, lighting crew, you have makeup artists, you have all these people, like talent waiting in the other room, waiting for their part, all this stuff's going on. So you have to be like comfortable being around all these people and, just like performing.
Do you
If you
get a
can't
chance to like
perform,
talk to them beforehand? Like,
oh yeah. We hang out. Like there'll be like a couple hours, beforehand where we're like setting up everything, going over lines, going over like different things that we have to do, and just like relaxing. Sometimes we'll have drinks.
I
tend
have to ask, like, have you been attracted to all the people that you filmed with?
not necessarily.
How do you go about that? Like, how
Yeah,
do
I was
you
going to
form
ask
the
that
chemistry
too.
if you're not attracted to them?
Well, men I know in the industry, they all eat like Blue Chews and Cialis and like do all that. So that helps them. But like for me, I don't know. Like I'm a sexual person. So I'm turned on all the time, even if I'm not attracted to you. It's like the doing the act, and I don't know.
So you just look for that thing in them that
yeah,
can
yeah.
kind of turn you on.
Yeah.
But
I don't have to look at their face. I'll just look, below.
So
I'm sure there's got to be a moment where you're like, I mean, and not to lay out any dudes, and of course not mention names, but there's got to be moments where you're like, oh God, please make this scene end. Please be over. Please be done. Like, are there people
Yeah,
that bad?
there's been some, yeah, absolutely. We just
like,
feel
what
like,
do
oh
you
my
do
god.
if you like show up and the guy is like a foot long? I mean,
Well,
I wouldn't even know what to do. I would be sitting there probably crying. Like,
I
wow.
actually just worked with an adult star, and I was terrified before the scene even started. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This thing is not going to me. Like, it's not gonna fit. It's
Jesus
huge.
Christ.
Yeah, it barely fit. Like, it was crazy scene.
Gosh.
It actually turned out really well. Got a lot of views on it, which was cool. But I don't think I could be in a scene with him again. It was just like I needed a whole day, maybe 2 off. Like,
Jesus Christ.
I was tired and sore. So
As
So-
far as like limits,
go ahead.
have you ever like has there been anything that's been like a straight no, like a big no, I'm not doing that?
well, right now I'm not doing anything with anal until I'm more established in the industry. They say in the industry when you're like first starting out, do not do anal videos because that's like the top tier,
You write that down real quick.
That's probably the highest paying like scene you could do.
Wow.
Is anything anal, and it's crazy, but people love it. So
That was going to be actually my next
To
question.
wait.
Like, as far as money, like, what are the higher paying things that you could get into?
So anal is one of the high. Interracial is big. I'm actually under an exclusive contract with a company, but it's an interracial contract. So like if I were to shoot with anybody that's interracial, they would have to go through them, like my company that sponsors me and shit like that. But that's like the 2 of the top paying ones. Other than I think like tranny, like she-male stuff, like that category, that's high paying too. Like if I were to do a scene with like a an adult star that's in that category, that would be a high paying thing too. It's like it ranges. There's all different prices, and it depends on like who you're working with, what studio, what producers. Everybody.
Well, I
has
have friends that
different-
have seen all your videos and just like
Oh,
awesome. All of them.
do you pick what fetishes and like what things that you shoot with?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I pick stuff. I actually just met a person who owns a sex shop, and he gave me a whole bag of like sex toys, butt plugs, like everything you can name. Like it was just in this whole big bag, all in that, like it was all packaged and everything. but like now I get to like bring like different things like to a scene, you know, and maybe incorporate it. It depends if the producer wants it in that scene, you know, like stuff like that. You can't always use everything.
So
But
I have to ask, when you were casting, is there a such thing as a casting couch?
yes. Yes, sir. It's it's a company. It's
Hear that, guys? There is.
it's a company, and they do that, but it is like a lot of it's staged. Like it's not really like
Okay.
the girls are adult stars most of the time.
What was going through your mind?
But I think like years ago there was like a company that was like, you know, undercover casting couch, and these girls were going there and like, you know, but like I think that was like back then. Now it's like an actual company.
Yeah, well,
what
that?
was going through your mind the first time you walked in? Like,
There's
guess-
the couch.
yeah, there it is. I don't know, like I got a little nervous. I always get nervous before a scene. Depends like who I'm working with and everything. Like I just did a scene with Anna Chambers, and I'm obsessed with her. She's beautiful. She's funny. She's like
Jeff Googles.
she's a really good adult star, and I was so like excited. And like when I seen her in person, it was just like, oh my god, I was like fangirling a little bit, but it was like awesome, very cool.
No, she looks like pretty tough though, in a good way. I'm not saying in a bad way.
She's wild. She
Yeah, 'cause,
is
man.
so wild. Yeah,
I couldn't
that
handle
the
that.
scene that we did together was pretty crazy, but it was with another adult star, so it was like two females, one male, so it was fun.
So, in the modern world,
he can't even talk. He's like, in the modern
That was-
world.
because people were messaging me. So, like, I don't know your status, and I don't know your sexual preference. I don't know if you're single, in something else.
No, I'm
Straight-
single. I
Okay.
chose to be single because I just don't have time for a relationship.
Do guys try to ask you out and tell you I can do better than that, or I can be better than this guy? There's always a competition. How do you handle that when you
But
date?
now-
It's gotta be uncomfortable as shit.
But now guys are like, oh, I don't know if I can compete with like what you've been. Then I'm like, well, I mean, you can't, but I don't know. You could try.
That's freaking awesome. I love it. Because dudes are always like,
One of my
I
best
can do
friends,
that.
Kevin, he's a big fan. He has said, if you want to be let down and disappointed, he's your man. And
Oh yeah,
he's
baby.
available.
We should
Tell
do
him to email me.
right the disappointing dating game next week on You 2.0.
Oh my god, that'd be funny.
Oh, I'm sure. I know that some of the funny things that come into my DMs, I can only imagine with me.
Oh.
He's like, she would be the perfect one to come on for the
I have so many messages that are just bizarre. Like I mean, half these people are talking to themselves in my inbox. Like I can't answer every message. There's like too many, but some like I'll just read the first part and then I'm like, oh, I gotta open it because it's kind of funny.
Do that, guys. Be creative before you whip it out. Give us something to read. Be funny.
Oh
Be
yeah,
entertaining.
you do get
Start-
some funny ones. You do like
Sure.
that's what catches my eye. The funny ones. The funny ones crack me up. I'm like, oh man, I
Thank
want to
you.
go on a date with you
So
now.
attitude over looks.
Oh
You
yeah,
hear that,
absolutely.
honey? You hear that? I was funny first before.
You got to
before-
make me laugh for me to be interested. If I don't
See?
laugh, and it's like, what can
That's
I offer?
clutch because everybody thinks porn stars just worry about sex and size. They want to laugh.
No.
I'm sure they want to eat well. You know, they want to be taken
I like
out. Let
food.
them, sure, why not?
Smoke me up. Do something.
Right, there you go. It can't be any easier. We are basically here giving out the handbook to how to date adult film stars. You're all
Exactly.
welcome. You're
Take
all
notes,
fucking
everybody.
welcome. Right, take some notes. So some of your print work, Drive-In magazine.
Oh, I actually
was
brought
the
that.
latest. Awesome. Let's take a look because I love that too. I love print work. Super cool.
So
How did you get into that? Well, let's look at the
So
pictures first.
Kimberly Pace, she got contacted by, I guess, the editor or whatever, and asked her to submit like pinup photos. So this is my spread.
Awesome. Love that. Love that photo. Love your whole Christmas setup, by the way, with the dog and all the three.
Christmas
Oh,
is my
I
favorite.
love the matching pajamas.
Oh my god, with the
Yes,
dog.
the pajamas were awesome.
I love Christmas. I'm like, my mom's like Mrs. Claus, and I turn into like her little elf. Like, it's so crazy. I'm like really obsessed with the holiday. But like,
I just found out if you have a gingerbread cookie cutter, if you turn it upside down, you can make a reindeer.
Really?
Yes.
Shut up.
Yes.
Well, now we know.
I saw it on TikTok.
Well, it's got to be
Like, my
true.
mind is blown.
I love watching TikToks and finding out new shit. I'm like, oh, I want to try that.
I still suck. I got to get in. I still suck at it. Kimberly Pace takes amazing pictures. Met her a while ago. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah,
I know
is.
Brett dabbles as well in photography. Brent's a big photo guy and a car guy, and so that's very cool. And it's good that you all get to know each other and check out each other's work.
Yeah, it's
super
awesome.
cool. So
see, it's awesome.
Sorry,
Whenever
ladies.
someone comes up to me and they're like really excited, except for like very senior citizens, when they come up to me all excited,
easy
they're
now.
like, do I know you from somewhere? Have I seen you? I always say from porn, and like play it
That
off.
is so funny. I mean, I tell people like right off the bat, I'm like, I'm in the adult industry, and they're like, what do you mean? And like, I tell them like, I shoot
What do you
porn.
mean?
I shoot porn. What do you mean? What do I mean? And they just like the faces of like some people, like when I'm out and I tell them that, they don't believe me, and then they're like, okay, let me see, and I'm like, you can like either sub to my OnlyFans or
Let me
like
see.
go look it up yourself, like. But they're like, oh my god, and it's like, yeah.
That's fairly clever. Let me see.
We gotta get all of her links up.
Oh, Jesus, I forgot. I'm so excited to get you out here. And there are those links. There they are. They're going to scroll down the bottom if you want to know more.
Yeah,
and
follow
find more.
me.
Absolutely, definitely follow you. The OnlyFans
I'm a
is
good
on
time.
there. Facebook, Instagram. I see that already. Didn't take long. Took a few short minutes. Has that happened? Have you been recognized out on the street without you mentioning it? People say, "Oh,
Yeah.
hey."
Yeah.
Okay. How
It
does
was
that go?
weird. It was
Yeah.
weird because it wasn't even in Philadelphia. I was in Austin,
Wow.
Texas, and I was out.
Really?
And this guy came up to me and he's like, I know you from somewhere. And I was like, I don't think you do because I live in Philly. And he's like, no, I know you from somewhere. And I was like, well, maybe porn because I am on the internet. Like, do you watch a lot of porn? And he's like, I do. He's like, I do watch porn. And I'm like, okay, well, that's probably where. And he looked me up and he was like, that's exactly where I know you from.
Yeah, how about
like,
that?
porn.
Is it has anybody ever made it uncomfortable?
No, not really. I
Good.
actually just got a funny message. Hold on, let me tell you guys what this guy said.
Skip the one I sent you because
But like this kind of stuff does make me feel good because like, okay, he said my wife and I used you as some pre-game activities the other afternoon.
wow, see
I love that.
that sounds
Like,
flattering.
What? You and your wife are enjoying me? That's amazing.
That's awesome because
I
you would
love
think
that.
that like with having porn that it's really made expectations really high as far as in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
even
true.
for like older teenagers, but
Older teenage.
I'm so not ready for that.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
elaborate.
But
No, not at all.
like they go online and I would expect that like they would step up their game a little bit, but that kind of leaves high expectations.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Yeah, Brent, we're back. I need a little loosen up for tonight, so I'm definitely cracking the surf side. I had to get myself a little loose. So, I mean, that's pretty flattering. Women tell me, like, your show helps me beat the hell out of my husband. I watch it, you annoy the hell out of me, and I go beat the crap out of my husband. So I get it.
That is too funny.
I totally get it. I'm making her laugh. Cassie, I'm
And
good.
for anybody that doesn't know what's going on in the sports world, he lets you know.
Oh, yeah. I will definitely tell you. No doubt about that. What are some of, I guess, let's say, the worst requests you've gotten? Some things that people ask you, you're just like, oh, for the love of God.
That's a good one.
Like, ask me to do?
Yeah. First of all, I see you got a blow pop. I'm impressed. They're like my favorite candy of all time. But, like, some of the weird, like, I'm sure people have asked weird things and whether they offer money or not. What's some of the weirdest shit that people have come up with?
I've been asked so many weird things. I've asked to put like cover this man in food, different types of food. I'm talking about like syrup, cake mix. I don't like mustard. Anything that you can imagine. And I did, like, I got paid to do that. Like, this company hired me. Like, he like found this company that does these fetish things, and this guy's like a businessman, like a normal, I guess not normal, I don't know.
Yeah,
But-
normal's out the window.
The
When you
that
got the
see him
mustard,
do
we were
like
doing good. You got the
normal are biggest
mustard.
He was like
pussies.
literally restrained to the chair as me and two girls in lingerie just like covered him in food and like humiliated him. It was called like
Wow.
self-humiliation or some weird. There's a lot of weird fetishes out there, and I mean foot fetishes are it's very common, but
Yeah.
there are some weird things out there. People enjoy it, and it's like makes you wonder like what happened to you to make you like
Yeah.
that. Like where did that come from?
Obviously, this guy got
What
beat with a
happened to
pancake
you?
in his life or something. I mean, so they don't need, like mommy used to slam around with a pancake. So, but they don't want you to eat the food or lick the
No.
food. Just put it on what?
No.
Wasting food and all. This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So, like, do
mental picture that I have right
I
now
know,
is
right?
just priceless.
next time I go in the supermarket, I'm gonna break down and cry right in the middle of the aisle. Oh my god. Did
It's definitely
has anybody
interesting.
He's
has
gonna be
anybody
crying to the mustard.
Yeah, I know that mustard. Has any like wealthy person that legitimately seems wealthy come up to you and say, "Look, I will pay you to blank, blank, blank kind of fantasy with me"? Do men
I will
try to
pay
go
you to be weird as fuck.
right? Do they try to go around your management team and just assume they're going to pay this?
Oh
Because I
yeah.
always thought, like, if I was wealthy enough,
I've been trying. People go around my management team all the time,
I'm
and
sure.
you know,
Welcome.
and then like they'll like go to my other email, somehow find my other email that's not connected with my team because like
Yeah.
my team takes care of a lot of stuff like on my end that I don't have to, and other than post stuff, you know.
Right.
But like they'll slide into my like actual, you know, original email that's not associated with anything other than just spam. But
Yeah.
they'll be like, oh hey, like I'll pay you this amount to do this, blah blah blah. And well, no, because then you're just like going behind, like, no, absolutely not. Because then what am I supposed to do with that content? I'm not gonna be able to post it.
True. And
or
that's
anything,
actually
you know?
it's a great way to look at it professionally. I know some people might chuckle at that, but it's your career, it's a job, it's a moneymaker.
Yeah.
You got a team.
I
that
am
works
under
for
a
you.
contract, so if I break that
Sure.
contract, you know, I can get sued. So
There goes that idea.
you
Okay.
know.
Another idea out there. I'm dying here tonight. Any athletes, local musicians, talent, anybody of that nature come after you, slide into the DMs, if you will?
I've had musicians. I mean, I've had them.
Had them, I'm
She's
sure.
like all
had
the
them.
weirdos.
Yeah, I've had some musicians, but like actually been with them. Like those are my band whore days. What do you call them? Groupies. Groupies. Yes. Went through that
You-
phase.
Been there and done it all. I'm impressed.
I know. I
Yeah.
posted your thing and Derek hit me up. He's like,
I love Derek. He's
"That's
so
one
cool.
of my neighbors down the street." I'm like,
Yeah, he's awesome.
"Well, why don't you come on too?"
Yeah. Like you guys do musicians and
Like,
stuff.
what are you up to?
Right.
Yeah, we love musicians and all that stuff, and he could tell us what he sees through his binoculars. I mean, I'm sure stuff goes on. And don't act like you don't watch Derek. You know you do. I'd be worried if he didn't. I really would. I seriously.
He may be.
I had all these questions. All of them go out the window because we're just doing so well improving all the
I
stuff.
love
we
how
all
you
wanna
wrote
know.
at the bottom, improv.
Yeah, because like
He's
we
giving
do
up
like
on me.
we do a storyline and we do select questions, and Allie's like, I know her so well, and I kept thinking all day, I'm like, you know what? There's really no timeline.
I know.
for this.
I was
We're
so
gonna get-
excited to come on here.
He
really
usually
was.
asks me at the end of the show, he's like, "What did we cover that was like?"
That was even that's so funny.
Or was it recovered? It was too much. Now, let's get back real quick to OnlyFans. We talk about the pluses of it, even the porn industry. We talk about the plus of making money, etc. What is the bad side? I'm sure there's bad sides. Some people don't even want to talk about the bad sides. Some can't.
Dude,
Not
the
so much the-
taxes suck.
Well, yeah, I'm sure the taxes
Yeah.
suck, but people say like OnlyFans.
But that's
owns
only
your
only
content.
if you don't like have write-offs and shit. You gotta like make sure you have like.
Do you get a lot of trolls?
Oh yeah, all day,
I can
all
imagine.
day, all day. I get them every day. It's like I just choose to ignore.
Swatting them off.
Yeah.
From
Right.
8 to 10, I could be your business manager. 8 to 10, we handle the trolls.
Right.
10 to 11, we go to grocery store and we buy mustard and Sarah. Now, again, stupid question. And this might be ridiculous. Do you write that stuff off? Like you're using that stuff kind of for work, if you will.
I mean, I was well for that. No, I because that was just like that was
freelance.
a while. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
like I do like anywhere from my clothes, my toys, like camera equipment.
They're
like,
picking on your toys.
Sure. Well, no, she's claiming the toys
yeah,
as a work expense.
Yeah,
just
like
wanted
I can claim a lot of shit
I was
that I
about
didn't
to say
realize
those
that I
trolls
could.
are savage.
Like my shoes, if I went out and bought like a pair of like Louis Vuittons or whatever,
Yeah.
like I would be able to write them off because I need them for work.
I just want to be your accountant. That sounds like so much fun.
Yeah.
See this dildo here? Yeah, this costs this much.
Some of those toys are very expensive.
I mean, I'm sure they are. Not to mention some of the weird shit that like some of the pain and
The
suffering.
lingerie's expensive.
Yeah, that
Yeah, I'm
too.
sure.
That too. If you want good lingerie, it is pricey. I met a guy who's a latex fetish. Like he has a huge latex fetish. He
Wow.
makes custom latex outfits and
Wow.
he made me a latex skirt. It's awesome. But like he like dresses up in like full body latex suits and like says he likes the
I am so
feeling
I
of
could
it.
so see you in that like latex red that Britney Spears pulls off in Toxic.
Well, he ordered me a custom. It's like $600. He ordered me a
Wow.
custom cat suit, full body latex cat suit, pink. I'm so excited for it.
Jesus Christ. Something like this. We held this picture. I got it from
That's
Allie
like
last night.
when's that coming?
Yeah,
Something
that's Honey Burdette. That's a really awesome company, lingerie company.
That's
Great
that's a
material.
flaming hot outfit. That's
Thank you.
that's
I was
sexy.
going to wear it tonight, but I couldn't find the bottoms, and I was like
I
tearing
heard.
apart my closet. I was like, you know what? I'm done.
That's okay because I kind of like the self promotion shirt. It's
my-
basically
my-
just your personal last name.
It's my Pornhub shirt.
I love it.
Yeah.
I really do. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the shit out. So Pornhub, how exactly do you make money there? Is that kind of like an OnlyFans where you kind of
it can
audition,
be.
if you will?
So you can use it as an OnlyFans kind of. You can get ad revenue from it. There's different ways you can make money through Pornhub. You join the model program. It's like the pay program. And once you're in there, you create content, you post it, you make your page, and then you can get like custom requests. If you want to do custom videos, then you get ranked. If you reach a certain rank, you get awards. Like there's so many different things and like you can do on there to make money. I actually haven't been paying attention to my Pornhub because I've been so focused on OnlyFans and actual porn and doing like scenes with like
it's looking
bigger
good.
companies.
All my guy friends checked it out.
but
Right,
I do like I am gonna like revamp my whole page on there and start adding new content and everything because the stuff that's on my Pornhub now is like kind of like my older stuff, and then my company has their own Pornhub channel. That's where you can find new stuff.
Okay.
That's where you can find like the hardcore scenes, which were from the Flourish XXX. They're a great company, but that's where you can find like some really crazy scenes that I've been in.
That's wild stuff, and it's great that again, it sounds silly, but it's great that there is structure because I'm sure there's a lot of women out there who think, okay, I look good, I want to go out and do it. How do I do it? And did you ever think
there's so much to it? There really is.
I'm sure
you gotta have at least you have to be comfortable with yourself and like you have to want to do it, like enjoy it, because like if you don't enjoy it, it's going to show on camera. You have to like really like like you look bored like
like are you kidding me?
Some people look scared.
I had actually met you for the first time at the tattoo convention, which is I believe this week.
Yes.
Is it this week?
Yes, I know. It came up really quick.
I thought it was in February.
No, that it usually was, but I don't know. I saw a flyer.
It's coming. I think in this week or next week. I seen, and I happened to run into the one in Atlantic City by accident. Happened to be down in Atlantic City at the time, and it's a great time. And now it's like, oh, I met her there.
They're so much fun. I love it. I love going to tattoo festivals.
Do you have anybody?
Let's talk about you were on
let's talk about tattoos.
Yeah,
let's talk about that.
That was
your artist won, didn't he?
Yeah, Dave Cruzman. He was the first American traditional tattoo artist to win on Ink Master.
Wow.
Because a lot of people that have won on that show, like they, practice realism and like that new age style. But his portfolio, like when I was teamed up with him, I was looking at his work and I'm like, this is exactly the dude I want, like tattooing me. This is awesome. Because when you sign up to be on that show, it's a 50-50. Like you can get teamed up with like the worst of the worst and end up with a shitty tattoo. Or I lucked out and ended up with the winner, and he didn't even win the contest, like the challenge, our challenge that we did for my tattoo in that season. Like, every tattoo's a challenge. It's an anatomical heart morphing into a lion. I don't know if you can, probably. It's hard to see.
You gotta see it. I mean, I'm not looking at the tattoo. But you can see
it took 5 hours. It was awesome. It was a great experience to be on that show. Actually, I got hit on by Dave Navarro walking off of set. Yeah. And
how did you handle that?
So my girlfriend showed me a picture of her stepping on his foot with her heel. Or not.
I thought you were gonna say stepping on something else.
Stepping on not his foot, his head, and with her heel, because he had like a heel fetish, I guess. But she was like a dominatrix. But she told me about it, and she's like, that, like, she sent me that picture. So I went into that show knowing that this man has like some weird like fetishes. Wow. I just looked at him like laughing because he was like, what are you doing after the show? And I said, I'm going back to my hotel because I came with like 2 friends of mine. And he was like, oh, okay. And I was like,
I'm going to put on some 6-foot heels and walk around.
Going shoe shopping.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
shoe shopping, Daddy.
You probably would. Imagine that.
Daddy Davey.
Yeah, he's got tons of tattoos. Any local tattooers you want to shout out to, or you kind of kind of on the silent? Go ahead, because we love them. My wife's got some great ones.
Mike Hill is a really good artist. He actually did my wolf.
Very cool.
He does a lot of realism tattoos, and he's just a good friend of mine. He does really good work. Takes his time. He's very professional. And he's really good. His tattoos, like they last so long. Like they're, the vibrancy of them and everything.
How many do you have at this point?
Oh God, I don't know, like 60 something.
Wow.
I think.
I said my wife's got like 6 or 7. She's become obsessed.
Like I everything 17, but I go by groupings. Like
I want so many more. I just want to be covered.
0. Yeah, why not? I have 0, and I'm definitely getting 1, if not 2 or something. I'm definitely getting into it.
What would you get?
Well, I'm going to start off with the show's logo, the O show, little logo in the corner. I love that. And
that'd be cool.
I don't know what else. Like for women, it seems different. Like my wife got a heart. She got a signature from her late mom.
My mom actually did that.
Stuff like strong, like stuff like that. Like women love covering themselves in that. I think it's hot. I love it.
Yeah, it's fun.
So for men, it's a little different.
Yeah.
I can't get like power because all my dude friends are like, oh, that's corny as shit, dude. We're going to kick your ass now. But stuff like that is cool. Now,
I definitely thought you would go with a sports team.
I might do Eagles. I like the show thing, and there's a local.
Yeah, how about them birds?
I love it, dude. Are you a fan? Are you a big fan?
Yeah, they're doing great.
So Saturday night, you've canceled life, right? You're sitting home watching the game.
My uncle is having people over, so we're going to go there for the game. It's going to be nice. We're going to hang out and probably drink.
A good friend of mine's going to the game.
That's lucky.
Cool.
Those tickets are probably expensive, right?
I just got corrected. My wife has 8 tattoos. I got the text from upstairs. So she's watching too. Hi.
Hey.
8 tattoos. Yeah, I would love to go. I've been in playoff games before. It's this
probably
city,
crazy. The energy is probably insane.
This city's where it's at. People say, oh, we hate Philly and this and the other thing. Good. Hate them because we love that. We love for you to hate us.
Yeah.
You get real hype for Flyers, don't you, Mandy?
I do love the Flyers. I've always been in love with them. They could definitely do better, but I'll always be a big fan, no matter what.
They could definitely be better. They've won a few games in a row. It's getting better, but
yeah.
So I got to call out because I got company here tonight. Call out my nephews who are upstairs watching, Owen and Maverick. What's up, dudes? Hope you're being good friends. Cassie and the dogs up there.
Hey.
What's up? You guys at your young age got to meet an adult industry artist. Took me a long time to get that far.
It's like it's like a mouthful of things.
I know It is. I'm trying to.
He couldn't
coach
even
line here.
handle it last night. Like he was stuttering. I was like, this is so great. And I kept like messaging him during the
is so
show and I'm
funny.
watching his reaction and him like just stop, comprehend what I wrote,
That is
and
funny.
then try to pick up on what he was talking about. It was pretty great.
I love that.
But the thing is that people need to realize, I'm not saying to be a smartass, you're a regular person like the rest of us. You're hanging out, you got a fun looking headset on, kind of like mine. Mine lights up and all that
I'm
crap.
I'm at my friend's house. I was like, you have a really good setup. I was like, can I come over? And he's like, yeah, absolutely. So cool.
That's really cool. Like this took me forever
Is
to
he
come
a
up with
gamer?
this.
Yeah. So I'm like in
Yeah.
front of this like big screen, and then like he had it on the projector earlier, and it was just like I took a video of it. I'll have to send it to you guys. It looked crazy.
Now, is the goal to be in bigger movies, or are you happy where you're at now, or do you want to get? And
Oh, I'm going up. I'm
not
going
just
all the way
bigger,
up.
not just bigger porn, but movies in general. Like, do you have a desire to be in big movies, or not really?
Not like actual like movies, like a big porn production. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I plan to, be able to work with Brazzers, which is one of the like top companies in the industry. So I'm definitely on my way up that ladder.
That's that gets to be the big time. You hear
Mhm.
it. Hello from the couch. Is this the guy behind you?
Oh yeah, it's my friend
Okay.
Jay.
I seen it on back there, and that's why when I got to, I don't know if you're single, etc. I don't want to
Yes,
just lunge it out.
landscaping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
JML Landscape. There's a very quick plug for you. Not a quick plug. We'll leave it on for a minute or two. JML Landscape. Look them up.
A
You
little
never know if you're in the
promotion.
area. Why not? Send $10 to the
Why don't you
Yoshio.
throw his user tag up there too?
Ray, feel free to use it. We got Mandy rolling down the bottom. Are there days when you're like, I just don't feel like it? Whether it's being photographed, performing,
yeah.
etc. Like they
Being
talk
a
about the
woman
women.
and just
Right.
having that
Yeah.
week that you don't want to.
Well,
talk
yeah,
about
when I
resting
have
bitch
my
face.
when I'm going through my period, then I definitely have that time off, to where I'm just like chilling, relaxing, no
We meant to
filming.
ask that too. Like, what do you do?
But like when I
to keep
do
on?
that, like I'll do like if I have like any like custom fetish things, like somebody wants feet photos or like stuff like that, like I can do from home. So I'll do that, get some custom things pushed out to my paying customers.
That
sounded
now,
so funny.
it
My
did
paying
actually.
customers.
So, and the great thing has to be for foot fetish, you don't really have to be in any kind of mood. Your face doesn't show it. You're not
No,
feeling it. It doesn't show in your
I can
feet.
just be up in the air
I
like
can't even post pictures of my feet because I can't deal with it. Like I can barely get through a pedicure. Like I just don't like people touching my feet. And for people to ask me, I can't even post like shoes on Marketplace. Like I get the weirdest comments. And I'm like, seriously? You're like coming at me through Marketplace.
that is
And
so
my
funny.
profile picture, I've got a skull face. Like, what does that say about the people that are approaching me through Marketplace? You don't even
That-
like,
yeah,
you don't even know my
yeah.
style. You're just
Men,
that's
dude.
just weird.
Men.
Just
Men
men.
shoot their shot, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they really do. They really
My mom's
do.
like, I don't understand why you don't like putting things on Marketplace. Like, why don't you sell more clothes and shoes? I'm like, yeah. Do you want to see the weird messages? Like, you can't even make it through Sex in the City without blushing. Trust me, a whole different world, Mom.
I don't get feet either. Even my wife said maybe I should post my feet, but I'm like, you got that tattoo that people will know. You say, God damn, because it's like right on her foot. And for me, I like feet. I think feet are cute. I like
If he's out landscaping, he likes feet, guys.
JML Landscaping is all about feet. Ladies, if you can't pay your bill, hang those feet right out the window.
Hey, feetfinder.com, yo.
Feet Finder. Oh my God, dude. There's something for my wife. Honey,
I don't
watching,
even know if
Feet
that's a
Finder.
thing. Is it like an actual site?
It is now. You're going to see it sponsoring the Yo Show next week. Sponsored by Feet Finder.
And you know,
small feet.
somebody probably like stumbled across that doing fact checker, like spell check.
Feet Finder. So normally we do like half hour. I hope you don't mind a little extra time because I'm having a blast. I really am. You're a great time.
I'm having a great time.
I'm glad you're laughing and enjoying this being your first time out.
This is
And like I
great.
said, when you appear in the AVN Awards, I want you to thank us. And
Oh,
I want you to
absolutely.
invite
Absolutely.
us. And
Absolutely. I was gonna go this year. My team went, and I
Really?
just like I had so much other stuff going on, so I was like, I'll just sit this one out.
If you could win any award, what would you go for?
Oh, good one. Good one. Best feet.
I don't know. I guess like best blowjob award or like, yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Is that let me think how to put it the right way. Is that something like the male actors abuse a little bit? Like they're just like a little extra push, shove, etc.
I'm sure they
Oh
don't hate
yeah.
it.
Do they
No.
really? You've
Mhm.
heard, you read stories about it, how they're kind of abusive with it, like they really drive it
There's-
home.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
you're
big
getting
time.
you're getting it from a pro, dude. Relax yourself.
Right.
So what do you do in that situation? Have you ever like had to give a dude a tap? Or I thought my
Yeah.
comments to Allie on Marketplace were tasteful.
Yeah, if it's
That's my buddy Steve. Well played, my good friend. Well
I
played.
think like when it gets to be too much,
Yeah.
you can stop, like, and just be like, hey, like, all right.
And it's always the ones that hit me up that have like a picture of their cat
Oh my god.
or like a random picture that's not even them. So I can't
Or
even like
SS
see
Lazio
who's
with
like
an eagle.
asking me the weird thing.
So like when you give him the tap, the slap, the yo dude, is it make it awkward? Does it kind of ruin the whole thing or no?
No, not really.
Gentlemen, another
mean,
message, gentlemen.
But
Don't
it might
be a
be it might
dick.
be different for other people though,
Yeah, I'm
So-
sure. And like I said, you heard the stories. Like you hear women say, like, "Oh, God," and yeah, I hate to bring it up, but like, guy practically raped me, and you're like, "Hell!" Like you're shooting a movie. But I can imagine, like,
Well, I
you-
did a scene. I did my very first GB scene, which is, I don't know if I can say it on here.
you can. We're not FCC regulated. Hide the kids for a second.
Gangbang scene, and there was
Okay.
six guys, and
Jesus
it was a little
Christ.
intimidating at first. And
Did you just walk in like a goddess and just drop the robe?
I like literally was just like, take me, like
Just have another drink, Jeff. You're okay.
I know, right? Yeah. Oh
I was
man.
like, just take me.
I just totally see her doing the
That
goddess
scene
thing. Like,
got a little rough there's two parts of it. So the first part, the guy in the one part, he pulls out this electric probe, okay? And they have me
Jesus.
like this, and this dude comes out with this
that sounds
probe
like someone that's describing that Tough Mudder.
on and it was like on high, and he just goes zap. And I was just
Wow. Oh my
and I
God.
like, you can see me in the scene, and I'm like pushing them away. So then we cut, and then the producer, which is also my manager, he started snapping on the guy because that wasn't part of the scene. He wasn't supposed to do that at all. So like he's like, you can't do that. Like that is very like, we didn't talk about that.
You
That
can't
wasn't a thing.
electrocute.
You can't do that if
Yeah,
it's not
that's-
okay. Because we have our
Jesus.
do's and our don'ts, and like that was like no. Like I don't know what like high power like thing he had it on, but it was probably the highest. I've never.
I can't believe that's. I can't believe that's
something
got to
like
be
that.
on a. I can't believe that's got to be on a list of don'ts. Like
You
I
can
think it's
actually
pretty-
you can see that part.
I can't
It's
believe that
actually
wasn't listed in weird things that have happened.
You can find that
Like, how
scene
did that
on
just
Twitter.
scoot by until now?
You can find
Yeah.
it on Twitter.
It's
Oh
on
my
well,
God.
all my scenes and trailers and stuff are posted on my Twitter, but like you can directly see in the it's like a little, I guess like a teaser part of but that's the part that my manager put up on Twitter, and you can see me go like this to the guy, and I'm like, oh my God, like this dude was like literally trying to electrocute me. Like
Hey, if you watch the Twitter feed, you're like, that girl's really into it. You're like, ah!
he's trying to ruin my vagina.
Jesus, man.
Gotta protect her. Oh my God, I was
Sensible.
terrified.
It's your moneymaker, more or less.
Yeah,
Does
God
she
forbid
have a
something
name?
happens. Princess Kitty.
Princess Kitty. Okay. The Adventures of Princess Kitty.
The
Next week
Adventures
on
of
the Yo
Princess
Show. I like
Kitty.
it.
Meow.
So, do you do like, are you down for like personal appearances, anything like that? Do you go out in public? We're doing a live thing in a couple of weeks. I don't know if Allie mentioned it to you. We're
Yeah, I
doing like
go
a
out.
live show. Would you be down to just like hang out with us at this show and just kind of
Oh,
check
yeah.
out wear a Yo Show shirt? I like it. I like
Hell
it a
yeah.
lot.
Absolutely.
Remember,
Hi.
gentlemen, bring your wallets because there'll be photos and autographs that
Oh,
evening
yeah,
from
man.
Mandi Marie. I love
I'll
it.
bring Prince. I'll bring Prince.
Yeah,
Hey.
definitely.
Yeah, bring Prince. Just no electric probes, gentlemen. I
Yeah,
shouldn't have
please
to. I
don't.
shouldn't have to reiterate that too. So, what's? It might sound like a silly question because I'm sure you're, like you said, you're all over the place. But what's next? What's like the next goal, the next idea, the
I
next
want to be
project?
nominated. I want to be nominated for it, anything, in the industry, which is pretty easy to do. I just got to take a few more steps to get to that point. That's my next goal. I want to be on
Are you
that red
headed to the
carpet.
convention when it comes around?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be at the convention. My team will have a booth. You'll see them. It'll say like they have a big flag that says the Flourish XXX.
Is there
And
an
then they'll
area that you're gonna be like, or is
I'm not
it like a
exactly
touring
sure.
thing?
I'm not exactly sure where, because we do different, appearances. Like sometimes my team will sit out one event in Florida and then do another one in another state. They choose and pick which ones they want to do, where they're going to get the most foot traffic and stuff like that, collaborations. Because while we travel, we're also setting up collabs with other adult artists while we're out there because all these adult stars are living in different states, and so like when you're with them in the same state, you want to be able to collab with them and be able to have a scene come out and maybe like hit the AVN and XBiz awards and stuff like that because it's huge, so it's like a big thing to
Huge.
go to those things. It is.
Well,
Give
I've
us-
watched you just step your game up
Yeah, it's great.
year after year after year. So no doubt that you'll get there.
I'm trying.
Give us. Let's see the biggest name you've worked with and the biggest name you hope to work with, male or female, doesn't matter.
Okay, I said Anna Chambers is one of them, and Vanna Bardot. Vanna Bardot, yeah, she's top tier. And male wise, Musa Phoenix, he's pretty good, pretty big, and Black is pretty big. Supposed to shoot with. I have an upcoming scene with Brick. This guy Brick, he's like big. He was just at the AVN Awards. Brick.
That's
These
the
names,
nickname I want.
these names are crazy. Like Wreck-It
I know,
Sounds
Ralph.
like a porn
Right.
name.
Wreck-It Ralph has like this giant, yeah. Like,
It's funny because my porn nickname isn't Brick, it's Prick. My wife calls me a prick all
oh,
the
there
time.
you go.
You're such a prick. That's my new nickname.
So if you got to pick like a movie to like spoof and make into a
Love
porn,
it.
what movie would you go with? Because I know you're a big Halloween.
I know. I think I would go for like maybe one of the Rob Zombie films, Devil's Rejects.
Ooh, I like that.
I think I would
Huge
turn
Rob
that
Zombie.
into a porno. Like that would be some sick, like really hot shit.
We had,
as long as Rob Zombie's wife can be in there with it,
Oh,
Oh, Sherry
oh my
Moon.
goodness. That's everybody's fantasy. We had
I
David
met her
Howard
one
Thornton on
time
the
when she
show.
was like
He
at
was
Mayhem, and
Oh,
she was
I love
walking
her.
one of their
She's
dogs
pretty
like
awesome.
behind the
Really?
event thing, and everyone I was standing with was watching whoever was performing. I'm like, that's Sherry Moon Toppy. She's right there.
I would have been losing my shit for sure.
that's pretty
She's
cool.
beautiful. I love her and him, of course.
She is like some of these singers and actors, like I'm a massive fan of Coco, Ice-T's wife. Like Jesus Christ. that
Oh
woman.
hell yeah!
Oh my God,
Them
it's
as
everywhere.
a couple, they are like one of those
Mhm. They're a great couple.
Yeah.
give you
She's something.
faith in being in a relationship kind of couples.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree
I
with
love
that.
them.
Mhm.
And
I love
so
their
does
whole dynamic.
So does Jeff and Cassie, because she came downstairs, has not walked over to hit me once yet. So I'm doing pretty good. Proud of myself. But again, we had Terrifier on the show. Art the Clown was on our show. David Thornton. That's a good porn spoof.
Mm,
It's
that
so damn
is.
scary. That shit. I don't do horror well. I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm
That
a
one's
lightweight. I am.
intense.
I
Yeah.
love her. I love
And a
it.
third one's coming. And Pete Davidson's a massive Terrifier fan, and they're trying to get him to be in the third one.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Now,
Well, Pete,
is there any talk in the porn industry what makes Pete so desirable? Does Pete have it like that? Any rumors about why Pete is Pete?
I heard he's hung like a
yeah, I
horse.
heard he's hung too. I just love him. I don't
So
know.
do I.
I think he's very
So do I.
attractive.
I think so too. I think. Oh my
Wow.
god.
When he's talking about the manscaping stuff and just, I don't know. He's funny though. That's why we like him.
Yeah.
True, that helps. I'm freaking hilarious, but I'm married. I'm sorry. I get it, ladies. I get it. I know you're all disappointed. I get the emails. Probably not. But again, you can find Mandi Marie at a lot of places. Instagram at Mandi_Marie_official. Facebook, Mandi Marie. Don't forget OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/Mandi Marie. Check out the good content, of course, on PornHub. And of course, if you go to her pages, find
Yes.
where you can find more videos.
You'll
etc.
find all the
Put her
links.
name in
Links are
Google.
in bios. You'll see them.
Yeah,
Links in bios.
put her name in
My
Google.
famous face.
Yeah, you'll
So-
find me.
So I gotta say, 36, no more than 36, probably about 40 minutes into your first ever podcast appearance. What do you think?
I love it.
Awesome. We love
guys
you
are
too.
awesome.
You're great.
You have
I
like
had
you have a really good radio voice. Like you
Me?
have like yeah, like it's a
Why, thank
really
you.
it's a really good radio voice. I meant to tell you when you first got on, but I didn't want to interrupt you. But you do. You
No,
have that
interrupt me.
voice.
When you say shit like that, interrupt the hell out of me. Had to do a double check. I was about to delete my
He
browser.
loves
That is awesome right there. That's freaking hilarious. And I guess tonight I came a little more stern. Usually I'm a little whiny, but tonight I came a little more high because I, got to show off a little bit for the professionals. Hello out there. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. And that's what I
Yeah.
love about doing it. We're very
And it was
laid
great
back.
seeing you,
Hold on, a
Allie.
couple
I haven't
more
seen you in
things.
so long.
Oh, Allie's not done yet.
A couple more things.
I'll be
I
over
just
here.
want to throw out a couple more things that Mandi had going on. She has been featured in two hold on, in
Articles.
two different articles about being the newcomer on the scene, which is a big deal.
Yes.
Also,
Newcomer.
she's been in Inked magazine along with multiple alternative magazines. Her face is everywhere, guys.
Sorry. Not sorry.
Don't be sorry. And just because her face is everywhere don't mean you can go and abuse it. Be
Yeah,
kind
right?
to that face. It's a professional. Damn it. That goes for
She
you
likes
guys out
big
there.
tips.
Yeah, I like big tips. I'm sorry.
I like
that.
I have a wish list too that people like to buy stuff off of for me. I keep
very good.
adding the most random things on it, like dog toys. Like, what?
dog food, steak.
Now, is there a special place to get your merch?
So you can contact me directly if you want like print, a poster, anything made. You go through me or my team through my email, and we'll get it
What
out.
are some of the things that you have in your store, just so they know?
So we have you can do customs if you want custom stuff made. I can do custom prints, Polaroids, t-shirts, calendars, magnets, you name
wow.
it.
And for the right price, an 8x10 of you covered in mustard, syrup,
or if you want a
And
cardboard
if you
cutout.
mention the Yo-Yo, she'll give it
Yeah.
a kiss mark.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that. And the Yo merchandise is coming. We're gonna grab you a tank top and
Hell yeah.
have
I'll rock
you.
it.
So it's your first ever. And make sure when you go back to the porn industry and they say what you been up to, like I've been on the
Oh,
fucking
they'll
Yo
know.
show.
My management team already knows. Because I told them, they're like, "Are you going on?" I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." They're like, "That's awesome." So.
That is amazing, and it's cool that they're cool with it because a lot of these people, man, they got to go through. Some people are like, "Yeah, we'll do it." Some people are like PR team and then management team.
Yeah.
So real quick story, I got to tell us real quick, Barbara, on the subject. So did you ever watch the show The Nanny with Fran Drescher?
Oh, I love her.
Yes.
Her
Okay,
laugh is so. I love her laugh.
So the little daughter back then, Madeline Zima, is now a well-grown, beautiful girl, and talk to her management team. He's like, "What are you going to talk about?" I'm like, "Her acting, her career." He's like, "Okay," because she's leery. Get it? Phone rings. It's her. Calls me on the phone. I'm like nervous as shit 'cause I love her. And we had this half-hour conversation. I don't want to talk about just nudity. I don't want to talk about sex scenes. I don't want you to dig up any dirt. And I'm like, we don't do that. We just have a good time.
Yeah.
But it's cool. But I respect it. And tonight, when you said to me first, even before Allie came, he said, anything goes. Nothing's off the table. And I'm like, it's awesome. And it's cool. And it helps us. And it helps us promote you too, because shit, you got a lot going on. You're worth seeing it. You're a beautiful girl.
Thank you.
So people got to see it. Check out the magazines, check out the websites.
Thank you,
Um,
guys.
we're trying to get you the wing ball as long as everybody behaves. And remember, fellas, no electric tools.
Yeah, no probes.
No probes are.
Once again, find Mandi Marie on Instagram at Mandi_Marie_official. Facebook, Mandi Marie. I think it's supposed to be 2 eyes, and I just put 1 eye.
Yeah, it's 2 eyes.
It is 2 eyes. I screwed up all night
It's
long.
okay.
I never tell beautiful women they're going to be real quick. Thank you. Yes. Well, hey, you know, there's a woman upstairs.
He's lasted almost an hour with a porn star. Give him
Woo!
a break.
I gave a porn star my best hour of my life. Took a lot of alcohol to get there, but it was cool. Like smoke it up. I dig the blow pop. Love the tattoos.
I feel like Cassie's gonna text me later, like he's going on about the hour with the porn star.
Probably not. The adrenaline's gonna knock me right out because I get super excited for great
It is
guests.
exciting. It's fun.
And it is. And you're awesome. You're such a great time. And Allie hyped it. And I'm like, okay, you're hyping so much. And there's a reason why. And the other show we do Tuesday nights, 227 episodes, Yo 2.0, like 30 episodes. So 250 some episodes. I haven't missed yet with a great guest. You're pretty fucking awesome.
The second he said he wanted to get the show a little spicier, I'm like, I've got your girl.
I love that. I'm so thankful to be on this show. I really am. Sweating
We are
going to
we're going to cut you loose, but I said we're going to stay in contact. We'd love to have you come out and meet us live. And
I'll
do
definitely come out.
That's awesome. We absolutely love it. Everybody, don't forget the links. I'm going to run the links the rest of the night so you know where to find Mandi because she's that freaking cool.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, and congratulations on your popping. I'm flattered.
Thank you. Popping.
I got the pop
everything. Your publication, every single thing you have going on.
Thank you, guys.
We love you.
We love you. That's what we do. And like I said, once you're on Yo Show, YouTube under your family. So you're family with us now.
Absolutely.
And we love you. Have a great night. We'll talk soon.
I will. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Mandi Marie, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to tell you, Allie, when you advertise it and you said, trust me, she's awesome. Believe it. She's phenomenal, fun. There's some people
I knew she was the perfect guest to come on.
Sure. And some people being in that industry I guess they can get a jade about them. Like, yeah, I get paid to do this and that. And people want this and that. And people pay to see me. I get it. She's down to earth.
She was the chillest person to deal with.
Phenomenal. And it took a little smoke. And I said, I can't because episode 99 with Brianna Dale, you'll see how bad I get when I smoke and drink. But definitely impressed by the delivery too. And I don't want to come off wrong, but there's a lot of intelligence in her future and a lot of intelligence in how she handles herself as a brand. She's a brand. Let's face it. The way she delivers it and sells it, it makes you really want more.
She's a businesswoman.
Absolutely. And it's terrific because it is a business. And I don't, anything you do to make money in this world is a business. Some people might be offended by it. Too bad. Some people might love it. Great. Keep coming back for more. Like people said, oh, can I see? You want to see? Yeah, buy this, pay for this, click this. Like, help me here. If you love what I do, do it. And it goes for musicians. It goes for actresses, models, porn stars, you name it. Like everybody's in it for a business. We are actually really lucky, Allie, as you'll know, and Jewel will attest as well. We get these famous people to come home with great following, that are great artists, talents that come on and pretty much give us a free half hour of their life to talk about their stories. I freaking love it. That's why I do this every week. People say, where do you get paid?
Just like you were saying about how you got a phone call, like I've had a couple and I'm like, is this happening? Like, is this really happening? Is this real life right now? But I try to pull it off all professional, like I'm not fangirling out.
I fan dude. And I even told oh my god, I forgot her name. It's oh my god.
Fallon.
No, Fallon. Fallon knows I love from the messages. Madeline Zima, who was
I'm gonna be fanning out for Fallon when she comes on.
Fallon's awesome. Very excited for her. She's beautiful, she's cool. Tattoos reminds me a lot of Mandi with the tats and all that great stuff.
That's next week, isn't it?
I think it's the following week. Next week is Jewel's birthday. And our special guest will be, oh, you thought I was going to say it? No, I'm not going to say it because it's a surprise. I got your surprise lined up. I got Allie's birthday surprise lined up. Jules' birthday
I'm
surprise
so
lined up. I
excited,
did
but I
so
do so
well.
bad with surprises.
You're going to enjoy this. And, you know, we talk, I listen, I read, I get into what you're into. This person, I think, is
I'm
premier.
so all over the place. I have no idea.
I love it. It's going to be great. It's a few weeks. We're going to announce it big time when it comes up. And I'm excited for it. I'm excited to get Jules. And it's become a thing. When I first did it with Jules, it was Jamie Kennelly. And Jules swore, I love Jamie Kennelly. He's this,
I just
he's
watched
that.
him in Scream, and I'm like, he is pretty awesome.
He's great. And we got to see his show. Like we watched his show. We went to Live Casino and he did a stand-up. And I got to rural, I got front row seats. Jules like, what the hell did you do here? I'm like, dude, I got in. I was there for anybody. I gave the door guy an extra $10 to make sure that once I snuck up, he closed the rope. He did. He let me up and closed the rope. And we sat right up front. We met him. We met his girlfriend, Alyssa, who really helped us out. Like she was on the show. She come on the show first. I seen her on Jamie's show. I'm like, how about coming on? She's like, I'm not a podcast person. I'm like, come do it. She did it. She was great. So when Jules' birthday came around, I'm like, can you get Jamie on? She's like, well, I'll ask. And he came on and he had got through a long day. It was a little rough. The connection was a little shaky, but he got here. We got to meet him. That's the kind of awesome shit I love doing.
Honestly, it's just the feeling that they show up.
Exactly.
Like, I've had a couple people reach out to me, and it's even the fact that they're like entertaining, trying to fit it into their schedule. I'm like, wow, this is awesome.
Exactly. Is it wrong to say that I'm jealous of Mandi? I still see her backstage engaging in a little bit of that smoker room. I'm a little jealous. I can go for a little smoky myself right now.
Save it for Murphy's.
None of Murphy's either, dude. Telling you,
You want both of us there. You're kind of outnumbered.
Oh, definitely outnumbered. I'm pretty much going to sit there in the corner. If you want to see the best of Jeff, stoned and drunk during a program, go to YouTube, search the Yo Show, episode 99, Briannadale. It's embarrassing, ladies and gentlemen. Embarrassing. Jules like, dude, watch the last 5 minutes. I can't. I'll never watch it again. It's
We can
horrible.
revisit that at Murphy's.
I'm actually giving her a, I'm like, oh. We got an off-screen chat message from Mandi. I don't know if you can check private chat from where you're at. Can you check that on your screen? Can you see it?
No.
You can't see private chat. It might only be for the host page, but she did say love you guys on the private chat. We love you too. You're just really
Love
great.
you too. She
just
knows.
terrific. Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, you promised a home run. You delivered. Now I could fire you because you gave me the best show possible. You're out of here. All right, everybody, say goodbye to Allie. No, I'm kidding.
I'm officially a keeper.
No, you're great. And this is great. And, there was some talk when I first started Wednesday nights. And I said, like, bring in different co-hosts. That brings in different audience. It brings in different guests, etc. And Allie pretty much came on with the focus of, this is it, dude. Once I get on, you're done. You're locked in. Like, you're not going to want anybody else.
I can't even deny it because I did.
I know you did.
did.
I know you said I'm going to blow you away with who I get. I'm going to blow you away with how I work and what we do. And you've been awesome. And the fact that you work with our algorithms and our fans and you post and you get great guests. Mandi was sensational. And you got some great ones coming up. We won't mention names until they're officially locked in. We're going to do a schedule thing and talk about it. And then we're going to share the stream of who's coming when. But great local musicians. If you like Philly music, we got some superstar Philly musicians coming on. We got some people from nationwide, some people who
We've
are
got a very wide variety.
Eclectic is
guests
kind of,
coming on.
we do. We got, and between Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights, like, I'm pretty blessed. I'm blessed with Jewel. I'm blessed with Allie. It's been great. And the people that I used to have on, I do love you. I do appreciate it. I know, like, I don't know. It's a slippery slope. It's tough to get everybody here. But I do love you all. Right. I do love you all. I really do. Don't get me wrong. But this is a tough racket. I mean, people are like, it's a show you do, blah, 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 blah. But it's tough. You know, it's tough to keep everybody happy.
It
Hell, I don't even keep
definitely
myself
is
happy.
a lot of work. I mean,
It
there's a lot
is.
that goes into even like scheduling it, into just making sure that the guest is comfortable and that
Yeah.
you're not like bringing up anything that might stir emotions. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it.
As I said, I put this ad up here and I keep putting it on Facebook. We want your show. Come on, man. Submit your show. We'll put it on the Stoop Radio Network and make a big network of programming. You guys try and get on here and be straight faced with your wife right upstairs while you're talking to a gorgeous porn star. I dare you. I dare you. It's a lot of work. Good work, but a lot of great work. Maverick wants eggs, oatmeal, turkey bacon, and waffles for breakfast. Absolutely looks like I'm waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
That
The kids
sounds
are great too.
delicious.
I appreciate the kids being cool. And they wanted to shout out. I love shouting out. They're great kids. Owen, Maverick.
Did they just text you their menu?
No, Cassie sent it and said Owen wants. I mean, Maverick wants this, this, and this. That's pretty cool. They actually snuck down at one point, so Cassie showed them how I put it on the big screen here as well, and it's really cool. And I love. They're great kids. They really are, and kids are great all around. And I have fun with them. I
Jackson
love
deserves
watching.
a shout out. He is so good while I'm on here. He's so excited that
He does. He
I
is a
do
great
the
kid.
podcast. Seriously,
Yeah, I'm glad I
I'll
got to
tell
meet
him
him.
like
And
you
yeah.
need to be off your electronics at 9:30. He gets off, puts himself to bed. Like he'll be asleep by the time I'm off.
I'm getting direct messages. Some I can't even tell you about. That's great. So Kimberly Pace, of course, said that Mandi was her usual amazing self, and Mandi said that was a lot of fun. We loved having her on. I love first timers because you don't really know what to expect. And I noticed the viewer count went way down. Like, damn, people hang in for a little bit.
She keeps to her word too. Like she's 100% real. Like if she says she's coming to Murphy's, besides life does happen, but she will be at Murphy's.
That'd be great. I'm gonna wear 2 pairs of pants that night. Make sure I behave. But definitely gonna be a great night. I'm excited for that too. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We have fun here. So we do on the program, and people are like, I don't know if I want to do a webcast or a podcast, or if I do, what do I do? You be yourself. You have fun. This is us. This is me and Allie.
We want you to come back on. We want you to feel comfortable. Like this.
Sure,
when
absolutely.
we do a show with a guest, we are basing it around the guest. We want you to come back. We want you to feel comfortable, and we want you to tell your friends about it.
Exactly. And I'm a scourge of Mandi. I'm sorry, I'm fantasizing. As long as I don't do that when I get upstairs. You know how it works out. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care what your past is like. I don't have to dig. I just want you to come on and talk about you and some of the biggest guests we've had. Yo 2.0 and Yo Show. We had Hollywood Gods and Monsters. Diggity Dave from MTV. It's Travis Haley's band as well, but he was out with his wife having a baby. So Diggity Dave comes on, and local girl Rachel Bello came on, and the whole band came on. He's like, look, dude, we love what you do. Now, this blew me away. These are big time talent, all in the West Coast. She's like, when Rachel came out here, we discovered her. We watched her on her show. We see what you do. We become fans. You're about the talent. You're not about yourself. You're not about like, oh, we're this and over talking guests. You want the guests to promote what they're doing because there's so much talent out there in so many fields, dude. It's awesome.
Definitely agree.
I'm squeaking. That's how great it is.
This is fun.
It's great.
She's always fun, though. She's just, that's her personality.
I agree. Like I said, you had promised me a great night, and it has been a great night. I've had a blast. I appreciate all my friends and family that have chimed in, that have tuned in. Thank you, Brent, of course, one of my good friends, for his comments. My wife commented. I love people to comment. JD Wolf always with us.
JML Landscaping.
JML Landscaping, folks. Don't be afraid to check out a new landscaping place. JML Landscaping. Dude, we'll shout you out.
If you have nice feet, you might get a discount.
I'll even shout out Surfside by Stateside Vodka. That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling generous tonight. I'm also feeling a little drunk because I've become a lightweight. I don't know about you. I'm going to ask this question. At the end of the night, the end of Wednesday nights, how hard of a time do you have going to sleep?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. The last 2 nights, I've had a squirrel trapped in my wall. So I haven't slept for the last 2 nights real well. Yeah, I'm dealing with it, everybody. Before everybody starts writing in, I'm very aware of all of the situation. Trust me. But I usually drink Rockstar or something. So yeah, I'm up for a little bit. Especially when we have a fun guest on, I'm like real hype. I'm like, let me watch Fixer Upper for a while and like fall asleep.
The adrenaline just really takes over. I get so like tonight is just it's just great when you get a guest that's that into it.
You do have a great voice.
Thank you. I never do. To me, it's high and
do.
squeaky. But now a professional adult film star told me I have a great. I'm jaded. I'm cocky now. I'm cocky
And you lasted
arrogant.
the whole hour.
I did. I did. I mean, not going to tell you what happened, but I did.
It's fine.
But yeah, I'm flattered by that too. That's pretty awesome. And even Joel's like, your voice is pretty soothing. It's good. I never imagined it. To me, I'm high and squeaky, but I love that fact. And it does take a little bit of practice and some effort, and there's work to it.
See, I don't really like my voice, but I mean, I damaged a vocal cord, so I know it's a little deeper. But honestly,
I like it though.
It wasn't until I was working at the salon, and they're all like, "You kind of sound like Alex from Orange Is the New Black," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm okay with that. If I sound like her, I'm good with that."
A little bit, but I like it though. It's very unique. It's very cool. And I love raspy, and I like that. And I like the best of both worlds. Jules' voice is a little more high and timid, but make no mistake. I say that Jules a little more timid, a little more shy. Jules a bad bitch. She is. Jewel can be the badass when she has to be. She chooses a lot not to be. And I am, I say it again, I'm blessed with 2 superstars that come out and just really bring it. And again, no discredit to people that have been on and have done this with me before, but I'm pretty lucky, and it helps me. If I came on with a wet rag, it would be kind of tough. You got to work it all night, and Jewel has become the perfect straight man to my ridiculousness. She walks into some of these jokes relentlessly, just walking into them, and I pant like last week when we were seeing her bedroom. It was just too much. And Allie, you just hold yourself so well. My wife always cracks up. She's like, "It's a little different Allie than what I've known, but it's great."
I was always a big mouth.
Oh, Jesus, that is scary. Voices rule the world. I agree. I love voices. I love music. I love people to talk. I love different things like that. It's really great. And even tonight, like I said, when you could feel the confidence in somebody's delivery. Mandi had such a confident, pure, real delivery. And a lot of times people like come on for their first time and they're like, but she was just like, "Hey, dude, this is what it's like, and this is what it is, and I'm
Her
this
message
and I'm
to me
that."
was literally nothing off the table.
Right.
And I'm like, well, I still need to run everything by you because you're my friend.
Right. That in the end becomes a little bit of an issue. Rule number 1, don't make friends with your potential guest. No, I'm kidding. It's cool like to be on Facebook and like people like Nancy Vallon, who is a great 80s actress who's coming not coming back on, so it's Betsy Russell, but she's she's been on the show a few times. Loves her in her movies.
But Nancy, you could. We would love to have you back.
I love Nancy, and she has always been so cool. Oh, a gorgeous voice.
Aw, thank you.
That's sweet. And that's another one of our great regulars that chime in, and you and JD have been awesome to us. And of course, the sepsis band, and that's where we all kind of met. And they watch on Twitch, which I love. So hello to everybody out there who watches on Twitch. Do it. YouTube, do it. Search the Yo Show, like us, follow us, subscribe, and watch every week because we do the same fun stuff every week. I can't promise beautiful adult film stars every week. I can promise great
no, we got to
bands.
switch it up. You never know what you're going to get with us.
Exactly, and that's the beauty of it. And same with the Yo Show. You just never know. Last night we had a great show, Allie, and I know you tuned in, Mr. Drew Smith. Dude, he was so cool. Great voice. If I'm his radio, what do they call them? Program directors. I signed that dude to a big contract. They let him get away with that awesome voice.
You've had a wild week. You had like the calm interview that like you knew everything that was coming, and then you had your wild interview.
I tell you what, tonight you got an idea what's coming. He said it. Yes, he did. Oh boy. Probably not a cult. Let's see if I can find that. Make sure you find it on Twitch. Everybody out there that's watching live.
Is that American Gothic?
No, it's Video Gothic. I don't know. Is it? I never really noticed.
It looks like American Gothic with like.
It's like a twist on American.
Like,
you know, I never noticed that all the time. Wow, Jesus.
I think so. I could be wrong.
No, I love about the Yo Show beauty. I have beauty. Allie, Jewel, tonight Mandi. My wife pops her face on. She popped her face on the other night. I am surrounded by beautiful women. That's his cartoon. No, come on, Allie.
You're the face of the Yo Show. Come on now.
That's him and his. Oh, that's one ugly face. So what do you think? So Jewel said last night she loves the Eagles backdrop. I'm kind of digging it.
I'm kind of digging it too.
I dig it. I tried to put the logo.
It's like my power color, so I'm good with that.
Power color, Power Eagles this Saturday night. New York Giants, 8:30, and even if you follow it intensely or just
was that the longest you've ever gone without talking about sports?
I think so. I really think so. Well, you know,
you're like
hot women sports. Eagles, hot women sports. You know.
So I know who we're playing on Saturday.
Very good. Who are we playing?
New York Giants.
Oh, Jen Brocious in the house. Good evening. Do I have a prediction?
Hey, Jen.
I'm going to tell you one thing. Jen is awesome. Jen, her son went to Penn State, so she has led us on the journey to some great Penn State football games. That's an experience. Jen is a super cool person, great friend of ours. Even her parents are great. We've spent the weekend at her parents' house. We love Jen here. A prediction.
Predictions. Let's hear them.
I'm going to say it's not going to be as easy as people think. I'm going to start with that because the Giants are pretty psyched about us. We beat them twice.
Eagles win. Saying it now. I'm for Eagles win.
I go 28-17 Eagles. 28-17. She says hello.
Hey, Jen.
She's awesome. Love you, Jen. I'm so glad you've come in. I'm going to put it up here.
I can't get that dynamic with like making the call.
I'm going to put it up here, and I want everybody to see it. So when it comes true, you're all going to say, you called it. It's not going to be that easy. I can't even type. There we go. It's going to be Eagles 28, Giants 17.
What?
You seen it? EAGLES. Goddamn Eagles. I feel good about it. Like I said, it's not going to be a cakewalk. That 28-17 is going to take some work. We're going to pull away late. Jen, while we have you here, I'm very mad about a couple things. Number one, I know you're big into Penn State. We got to play Saquon Barkley this week, former Penn Stater. Micah Parsons is out there wreaking hell for the fucking Cowboys. Kind of mad at all the Penn Staters right now who are trying to take the Eagles out of the playoffs. I'm a little pissed off. I am a little pissed off.
Tell us how you really feel.
Oh, okay. I'm going to tell you how I really feel. I can't because my wife's upstairs. Maybe still backstage. I feel like, should I boot her off? Like, I feel bad. I hate booting. There's a thing that said boot from broadcast. I hate doing that. Let her sit back there. It's fun. She looks great.
It's fun in the back room.
She was terrific.
Like you're still part of it.
Exactly. Like she's backstage. She's a backstage. She's a Yosho
Plus,
group.
she had a really cool setup. I mean, I'd be sitting there
I
chilling
know.
too.
She's waiting for me backstage. If I had a nickel for every time that happened, I'd have 5 cents. Very cool. I like the fact, and yeah, some of the people still watch and get into it. And we have musicians on. We play their music, and that's all very cool too. It's just such a great time, and I have a blast doing this. Love my Penn State. I know you do. I love your Penn State as well. We follow them. To go up to the stadium, Allie, I don't know if you've ever done it. It's an experience. Jewel went to school there. She knows it. Me and my wife went to the whiteout game. We've gone to games with Jen, and it's a blast, man. Being up there at State College.
Yeah, no pro football.
Oh, you know,
I've never
just
been to
like
a game.
got to do it one time, man. It's so awesome up there. It's such an experience. The parking lot is just well, who fits in the stadium? Close to 100,000. Parking lot probably has about 200,000. And underage
yeah,
girls getting drunk and running around.
I
and
feel like whenever the Eagles make any Eagles team makes it far, Philly is just hype.
Yeah, man. Like we were talking about the World Series last night. I was in the hospital for the World Series, and male nurses were piling in my room. Female nurses, doctors, for God's sakes, were cramming into my room to watch the Phillies game. Like I'm like laying there half dead, and they're piling in.
They're watching
to watch
your heart
the Phillies.
monitor go up and down.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple nurses like, you gonna be okay? I'm like, don't touch that dial, man. I got out of surgery. Had a triple bypass, which tonight was challenged by Mandy, and I survived. Thank you, Mandy. So my wife says, all right, they're wheeling you out of the operating room. We're getting ready to put you in recovery. The Phillies game's on. And she says, I look at her and I start going like this. And I'm like, huh? She's like, you were asking me for the remote. Now I'm anesthesiaed out. She's like, you're worried about the remote and the game being on, not if you're okay, not if you're going to get better. Where the fuck is the remote? I get it. That's how I did.
Yeah, you were pretty quick back on. I mean, you weren't making that much sense with the first 2 posts, but you were pretty good after that. You were right back.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. I heard Philadelphia fan. I am, man. We get a bad rap, but I'll tell you what, it's passion. It's not angry. It's not disrespectful. It's passion. Let me tell a story real quick. I love my stories. I know we have topics. We're blowing them off tonight. So
what else is new?
Exactly. So several years ago, the Flyers are making this great playoff run. They're playing the Montreal Canadiens. It's game 5. If the Flyers win, they go to the Stanley Cup. I get these tickets. I'm going down. I'm second row, right behind the ice. Like I'm right there, man, right behind the glass. So we're walking to the stadium. I might have told the story before if you watched the show before. Walking to the stadium, and this family comes up to me. Mother, 2 daughters, and a son. And they're wearing Canadiens jerseys and Toronto Maple Leafs and the whole 9 yards. So the lady says to me, excuse me.
Are you Jeff the Shark Perini?
Well, that too. And then she said, can I blow you? No. So, and then we went behind and away we went. No, but she said, excuse me. She's like, I don't know how to get to the stadium. I'm like, okay, well, follow me. I said, but you got to do me a favor. When we get around that corner, I don't know you. You can't stand near me, walk near me. I don't know you. And she's like, I don't get it. But trust me. Once you get around that corner, you will know. And we're walking. We get to that corner. I cross it first. Here she comes with her family in Montreal gear and Toronto gear. Boo! You suck! Get out of here! We hate you! Canada sucks! Montreal sucks! She looks at me, she's like, what's going on? I'm like, huh? I don't know, lady. And I walked away. And she got, pounded with verbal abuse. And she had young kids with her. I felt bad.
Oh, yeah. The Philadelphians, they're crazy when it comes to their sports. I know how I am with the Sixers.
Yeah, I'm that way with my teens, man. We don't want to hear.
Jackson comes out, he's like, Mom, you gotta calm down.
No,
it's just a game. I'm like, yeah, but
Jason Kelsey said it best. No one likes us. We don't care. Hold that thought. Don't move. Allie, give everybody 30 seconds of fun stuff. I'll be right back.
Oh, well, You leave me with no topic. Like, okay, hold on a second. Let me go back to his scheduled topic so I can talk about. Okay.
I know Drew always gets really
I don't know
silent.
that much. Channing Tatum purchased the rights to the movie Ghost and
He
plans on
did.
remaking it.
I don't like it. I don't like that idea 1 centimeter. I
I
don't
don't know.
like
I
that.
kind of like Channing Tatum, so let's at least give him a chance.
Channing Tatum is like the second hottest guy I know besides
Yeah,
me.
he is.
Besides me. My favorite player is
definitely a good-looking man.
Embiid. I'm an Embiid junkie. I love the shit out of Embiid. That's my boy. I love
So
him.
do I. Oh, he's wonderful.
And the Ghost idea, like, I'm so done with remakes. Last night we were talking about the remake of Roadhouse with Conor McGregor
Yeah, that
and
one.
Jake
I don't really know
Gyllenhaal.
that anybody really cares about that, but
What
I
is
don't
that?
know. Ghost. Yeah, let's give Ghost at least a chance. Like Channing Tatum, what if he like got up and started doing like Magic Mike moves, like
You want to see him do that
with
clay
the pottery?
scene. Yeah. You want to see him get in that pottery.
Get in that rhythm, baby.
Anyway, like, hats off to this. Would make Philly. Now, probably JD Wolf and them guys out there probably have never seen this. You'll appreciate this. This is our man Jason Kelsey. This can is from Broken Goblet Brewery. When the Eagles made it to the Super Bowl, they made a beer called "No One Likes Us, We Don't
That's
Care."
great.
Dude, it is like the great, and that's the logo. No one likes us. We don't care. We don't. We're out to win. We're not out to be your friend on that field. Kelsey came out in gear and showed up a Broken Goblet. I didn't make it that day. I came the next day and got my 2 cans. And the beer's okay, but the can is great. And it's Kelsey, like, in his mummer's
Is it
outfit.
green?
No, it's not, which would have been awesome.
That would have been
if
awesome.
It's not green. But they made those beer cans. I collected them as well as the Bud Light Special Eagles bottles and the wine and all that. It's a man cave, dude. I got so much nonsense set up here. It's friggin' awesome. But that's like the thing.
Yeah, you got my
Thank
son
you.
wanting to collect pops now.
Dude, come on, dude. This is like what it's all. I only have one Eagle Funko Pop. I got Reggie White.
He saw your collection and he's like, Mom, I know what I want to collect now.
The nephew's like, why aren't you buying us pops? I'm like, damn, dude. It's like, because they're hard. Some of these are hard. Like,
yeah, I used to go into Five Below and like our thing was that he could pick one thing and I know it would be $5. Their Funko Pops are in the back for $15 for the Baby Yoda.
I love it. I actually do love it. I need a plant behind me. No plant. Funko Pops.
Speaking of which,
you hit me.
I just got one of my early birthday presents. One of my friends got me a Venus flytrap.
That's cool. Like, I've never seen.
Excited.
I've never seen a real one, and I want you next week to put it on the show us next week.
Yeah,
I'll
try to bring it on.
We do this bit Tuesday is called Man Cave Scores. And it's kind of like the new. Sorry, can't believe a grown man saying it's like the new toy I get for the week and what goes in my man cave. So yeah, next Wednesday I want to see it. I'm dying to see it. Are you having handy?
Is it over here? Somebody sent me a yodeling pickle also. I'll bring that on next week.
I got the hiccups. Please do. Oh my god, I got the hiccups big time.
It's a plastic pickle that yodels.
Oh, yodels. I thought you said Yoda. Like,
no, unfortunately, I dated my neighbor, so they always make like a racket, and it's whenever I'm like finally get a minute that I can like have some time to myself, and I don't feel like having a racket outside. So I was thinking about possibly putting it at the top of my shed and just letting it yodel for a little bit.
Dude, you are. I tell you what, you're unique in your own special way. By the way,
outside the box.
In case anybody's wondering, Allie lives about 12 hours from us here in Langhorne. Like
it's Doylestown. It's not that far.
I feel like it took forever to get there. The Yo Show, of course, Tuesday nights. Next Tuesday night, Jules' birthday. We got a surprise guest. Tuesday, January 31st, the amazing Fallon Vendetta. Yo 2.0 comes back next week. Do we have a guest for next week? I lost track. We're like hammering people so quick.
I have to look at that.
You
I
know
have them
where
all
to
written
go.
down in the other.
Excellent. Fire at me. You know where to go for your local listings and when to find out, when to find great stuff here on the Yo Show and Yo 2.0 Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. I do want to share. What did I want to share? I had a picture I wanted to share, and now I don't. I don't know what the hell happened. I'm falling apart. There's a picture of Mandy. Love it. There's another picture of Mandy. Love that too.
You know what? I think next week is open because we were gonna have one guest, but they're coming on together at a
Okay.
different date because of touring issues. So
we'll filter all that out. Touring. Ooh, fancy touring. We got people on this show that tour. That's how
a
special we are.
lot that tour.
You want to talk about this, and I'll get back into that. The HBO series, the new HBO series, Velma.
Yes,
is
I want to know
getting
more about this.
horrible. It's getting such horrible reviews. Now, I know from a standpoint of being a dude, and speaking of which, there's a Velma Funko Pop up there as well. It's actually a pricey one.
I kind
So
of want to know Cassie's take on it.
she really doesn't know much about it. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to talk about the Velma show. And she's like, I have no idea. So it's Mindy Kaling, who was on The Office.
Okay.
I guess she's of maybe Indian descent. I'm not sure. She voices Velma, and it's supposed to be like an adult cartoon. It's Velma's days before she joined Scooby Doo and a bunch. IMDb gave it 1.3 out of 10.
Like when you say adult cartoon, are you talking about like Adult Swim kind
No,
of
it's kind of
thing?
like mature comedy, I guess. Maybe like something not quite for the kids.
Is it like Family Guy? Because I feel like the kids don't even understand half the things that Family Guy are saying.
That's the beauty of it. That's how I used to babysit kids and used to watch The Simpsons. I guess by adult they mean like adult comedy, like adult themes, things that grown-ups will get that children won't. IMDb gave it 1.3 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it 52%. Personally, it's horrible. But why? I haven't watched it yet. And I mean, like I said,
That's pretty low rating.
That's really low. Every dude my age, and Mandy, if you're back there, I'm not trying to put ideas in your head, but a Velma porn movie is because men love Velma. There's something about the skirt and her being nerdy.
Scooby-Doo me.
You Scooby-Doo me. Wow, that's dirty. You know, I said it too, like an idiot.
That was right off the top of my head.
That was pretty good. You're in the wrong business. Jesus. But it's got trashed. It got trashed. I don't know enough about it. I brought the topic up because, and you said, yeah, I want to talk about it, but how bad can it be? Like, is it like
people are really, really picky when it comes to their cartoons and their anime?
Yes,
I mean,
especially remake or spin-off. Or,
it's the same as the horror community. Like, if you're trying to talk about horror movies and you don't really know what you're talking about, they're going to call you out on it. It's like the same with cartoon, like the anime and cartoons, especially Velma. That's like one of the biggest cosplay characters of last year. I don't know.
And so many people make it like really sexy. They do a sexy job with Velma. I don't know if
they should have
just
just done like a
enough.
regular like Barbie movie with Velma.
Barbie. I'm so excited for the Barbie movie.
I am too. Margaret Robbie. I will watch her in anything.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I love her.
I even liked her in that Tanya Harding movie. I, Tanya.
I never saw it.
It was really good.
I love her.
I don't really like Tanya Harding, but I mean, I thought the movie was phenomenal.
I never seen it. Now I'm gonna have to see it. I am. There's a lot of things I want to see on. I'm not a big Netflix guy. My wife is big in Netflix. I don't get in a lot of that, but I do have to turn you all on to something, and I got to make sure I get it right. Hold on, hold that thought.
You're gonna say the menu. Everybody keeps telling me to watch this thing called the menu.
I don't do that stuff. That's not me. So I don't want to give it away, but we spoke to somebody today who might be coming on a Tuesday night episode of our program. in a few weeks, maybe a month, maybe a little better. They've got this program on now. It's a documentary, and I want to get the name right. I can't find it because you've got so many great posts. There it is. My Stupid Tribute Band, Allie. The
I,
band is
s- I
the
saw
band is called
previews for it,
Back
and
in Black is the band. It's an ACDC tribute band. We saw them in Tennessee. Phenomenal. But tell you, you've seen a preview. Did you get any scoop on it? Because I haven't really checked it out yet.
no, but I'm all about those kind of shows. Like I watch Songland. I kind of swayed off of The Voice and all them. I used to do all of the. I used to watch all of them. Not really as much to the end. I would watch the auditions. I just found the auditions very satisfying.
This is my Stupid Tribute Band. The band is Back in Black. It's an ACDC tribute band. Some great stories about their beginning, and Brian Johnson's wife watched them and thought they were amazing, and supposedly the lead singer even got to
Tribute bands
audition
go
with.
hard.
These guys are so good, and the thing, like, they don't really look that much like ACDC. Well, the lead singer looks like Brian Johnson. The rest of the band doesn't look that much like him, but they're so good. And we were in Nashville, my wife's birthday. I'm like, what do you want to do tonight? She goes, find plants. Great. There's a flyer of things to do in Nashville. I'm like, look at this ACDC cover band on a rooftop bar. It was phenomenal. Matter of fact, we had lined up to get the opening band here on the show. Then I got sick, so we'll rearrange that as well. But Back in Black is a great, great ACDC tribute band, and they got the documentary out right now. My Stupid Tribute Band, definitely worth seeing. They've talked about coming on the show, hopefully within a
Do you know
month or
what
two to
channel
work
it's on?
that out. Oh, damn it. I suck at this. I really do. I am the worst. I'm only good for drooling over
It's
porn
okay.
stars.
He'll post it in between sports announcements.
I love you so much right now. Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime Video.
Prime.
Now available on Amazon Prime. A music documentary, My Stupid Tribute Band, starring Back in Black. They're awesome. Great band. And while I was out there, I ran into that soap opera star. I forget her name too. And I'm like, God, I stood right next to you, and I was so shy to say hello. She should have said hello. So I'm like,
Was she
sorry.
blonde and cowboy boots?
No, she wasn't. It was I can't remember her name, but she's like,
The one
oh my
brunette
God.
in Nashville.
She's like, you should have said hi. I'm like, I know I should have. I feel stupid. I didn't say hi. And then I'm like, how about coming on my webcast? That's the last I heard from her.
My problem is, as I know so many people, but I know them by their tiny little picture on Facebook.
Right?
So I see them in person, and 9 out of 10 times you got to say something to me.
Yeah, I agree. I'm that same way. And I don't know. Wow.
Most people know that though, so they scream my name.
I'm watching Bella Kelly's video on Instagram. We had her on. She's beautiful. I love her. She has a great following too. Bella Kelly. Sorry, I didn't mean to get into that, but the video was. It's a night of hot women, and I'm
She
suffering.
potential Yo Show material.
She's been on. She was on a couple weeks ago. The girl, real long dark hair. She was on Tuesday night. Real high pitched voice. A great singer. She had a huge following. People were digging in and messaging me afterwards like, "Yo, how'd you get Bella Kelly?" I'm like, "Wow, she's that big a deal." But she's super cool. We got so many coming on, and you're working at it. I'm working at it. Jules working at it. We're going to bring you the best, whether it's local, whether it's nationwide. We got great talent coming your way. Make sure you tune in.
We're bringing you all the talent, newcomers, veterans.
It could be from G-rated to triple X rated. It doesn't matter. They'll come on our program and be awesome.
Amateur, pro.
Amateur, pros. I kind of want to pop Mandy's face in there again, but I won't do that to her. Don't surprise anybody like that. It's terrible. Real quickly, Madonna on tour, in case anybody hasn't heard. Coming out in July. She's going to start in Florida, do a worldwide tour. Are you a fan? Are you interested in Madonna? I'm not a Madonna fan.
Of course.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me.
I
one bit.
kind of wish that someone would take that song Playground and redo it and give it like a different vibe. I love
A
that
little
song.
bump, right?
I'd
little,
love to
little,
hear that with like
yeah.
maybe like a metal vibe to it, or just do something really cool with it.
I like to hear every song with metal. And you know what's cool last night, speaking of metal?
So do I.
Um,
There's a whole thing on
Yeah.
TikTok that takes like boy bands or like
That's awesome.
Christina Aguilera or Britney Spears and just mixes it with metal.
I'm all about it. I think that's super cool. I'd definitely love to have that. But we heard last night, I was talking about Kiss and Paul Stanley talking about having a hard time retiring. And then I think it was JD Wolf or somebody chimed in and said that Kerry King from Slayer is having a hard time retiring. Look, Slayer should never retire. Come back. I have never seen him live. I will do it in a heartbeat. Come back. Don't retire, Slayer.
I know I'm probably going to have a lot of people that are going to have something to say, but honestly, I would still go see Ozzy. It's like a respect thing.
I've seen him twice. I never saw Black Sabbath.
I mean, I would still go see him today. Like,
absolutely.
Even if he made no sense.
I know. Proud of me. I made my way through 3 of these. I'm feeling buzzed. Now it's time for some cereal. That's the post show ritual of cereal. Of course, I look first at the count, and then I fiddle around, see who emailed me and who messaged me during the show. Like Allie does a lot. Allie always messages me on Tuesday nights. I love it. I think it's great. I said you kind of became like the Tuesday night.
I'm kind of neglecting the messages. I've had a lot.
You became like the
across my screen.
You're like the Tuesday night off-screen producer. She's like shouting things at me off-screen, and like last night. She's like, "Don't forget moist." I'm like, "Oh, I almost forgot the spot." I love it. It's great.
Well, because sometimes you get so like into the show.
I do get into it. And I forget some of the important things. I really do. That's why the scroll down the bottom. I have to run the scroll because I'll forget to give props to the links and all that. Absolutely, I'm a mess. I'm a cute mess. You love me, everybody. That's why you come Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Hundreds of you, thousands of you. You come for the voice. You stay for the faces. I just blew that. Jesus.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for Murphy's. We're gonna have so much fun.
Right? It's gonna be a shit show, but a good shit show. One more time, because a lot of people watch.
All 3 of us live together.
And
unplugged, uncensored.
And Mandi says she's coming too. She sits next to me. You two can sit next to each other. When did Finnegan's Wake close? Did Finnegan's Wake close years ago? Somebody said, when did Finnegan's Wake close? Didn't it close like 10 years ago?
Did we mention Finnegan's Wake?
No, it's some guy posted on his Facebook, when did Finnegan's Wake close? A long time ago, as far as I know. That's not doing nothing. But anyway, if you're watching
that
the
guy
replay,
doesn't get out much.
Right. If you're in the area, don't forget, we're here February 11th. The beautiful town of Levittown will host probably the event of the year. I'm going to say it. It's the O Show will be live February 11th at Murphy's Beef and Ale, 5725 Bristol Emily Road in Levittown, PA. You can meet the O Show, Jeff, Jewel, Allie, and you can check out Mandi, because she'll be there being sexy, signing autographs.
Yo Show shenanigans.
Yo Show shenanigans, shirts, etc. Yes, but she just put, yes, I'll be there. God damn it, yes! Mandi just texted me and said she'll be there. It's absolutely awesome. So get some autographs. Get her to autograph your shirt. You can autograph her underwear. Let's get her a pair of white underwear and have everybody autograph. That's a little much. We're not going to do that. Anyway.
She would.
I know she would. I love her for it already.
She's probably giving you a thumbs up in the background.
That's a finger, but it's not a thumb.
Oh, I have a peace sign.
February 11th at Murphy's Beef and Ale, 5725 Bristol Emily Road is Murphy's annual Wing Bowl competition, the Yo Show Live at Tecmo Super Bowl tournament. Famous adult film stars, the whole 9 yards. You can't ask for anything better. And
the beauty, it's the day after my birthday. Come out and
it's
celebrate with me.
Celebrate Allie's birthday. And the best thing about Murphy's, it does become a shit show. It is a fun kind of bar for the blue collar folk that like to come out and unwind. And God damn it, I'm going to be rowdy that night. I've never done cocaine in my life, but I might be. Oh. God damn it! What would make me say that? No, it's 10 o'clock. I figure I'm free. Cassie! Help your man! He has derailed. I feel like going on till midnight. It's 10. I feel like I could just keep doing
First,
it.
you talking about your triple bypass, and you're like, ah, let me be Scarface on the 11th.
I'm gonna be drunk. Jewel wants a special Yo-Show shot. I agree. I think we have a special Yo-Show drink for that evening. Yeah, I agree.
Some kind of like bomb. Either a grape bomb or...
I don't know. I can't. No Red Bull for me.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you what. Not to be morbid, but if I'm going to die, I want to die sitting next to Jewel, Allie, Mandi, and my wife. That's it. That's as good as life's going to get. Cut me right there, damn it. That's it.
Oh, we're going to make a Mandi sandwich. You can sit on one side. I'll sit on the other.
Yikes. Sorry.
He's like, my lips are getting dry.
little saliva building up there. Little saliva. Jesus. This has become a mess. Jewel always says, when you first talk about going off, go off, because what comes out of your mouth afterwards just is horrible. She's right. She's my good side. Mandi's it's the angel devil thing. There's a Jewel. There's a Mandi. I keep saying Mandi. It's Allie.
My horns.
I meant to say, Allie, I am so out there. See, you can watch a regular podcast and have these people reading off a screen being like, hello. Or you can watch two idiots just freeforming all night long, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Don't forget www.theyoshow215.com. Don't forget the Yo Show on YouTube. If you check it out now, Google it. Thanks to Allie. If you Google it, it's the first thing that comes up. The Yo Show, not Michael Yo.
And
us.
Jeff the Shark Perini, your number one spot.
I number one spot. I don't know why I'm flexing muscles. There's no muscles here. It's beer and shit. Let's get the hell out of here. Like, I don't want to, but we gotta get out of here.
Go subscribe.
Yeah, like subscribe on friggin' YouTube. It's not that hard. Like us on Facebook at the Stoop Radio Network. Follow us on Twitch.
Follow us anywhere. We're everywhere.
Check out Mandi Marie. Say, Mandi, you're so hot. How do I find the Yo Show?
Yep.
Oh, that'll work. The music of St. Ricketts is going to take us out here. A massive, and I mean massive, humongous thank you to our guest tonight, Mandi Marie. Again, the scroll's down the bottom where you can find her. An absolutely beautiful, talented, and smart young lady, which is a lot of great things to say. Her first podcast. We're proud to be her first. We got the likes and the thumbs up. My man, Steve Giordano, with the thumbs up. Thank you, Steve. Love emojis from my wife, Cassie. My man, Brent Worrell. Jewel Tatey. Get in here before the show ends. Hold on, let's blow up the screen again. Ladies and gentlemen, my wife, Cassie, who managed to tolerate her husband and a porn star. Mandy's waving hi to you as well. She's still backstage. She's staying with us all night.
I have no makeup on. I look like crap, by the way. And I've had like a bottle of wine.
Never.
She's had a bottle of wine.
I see you stepping up your makeup game. So proud.
I got no makeup on, biatch. None.
She has no earphones and can't even hear you. I tell you what, this is like a fantasy night.
Oh, is it? What,
my wife, Allie,
porn star,
like, can you beat this? Jewel,
I know, I was like, you made it an hour with a porn star.
That never happens.
What?
She said you made an hour with a porn star. I forgot you don't have headphones. We'll give you headphones, but we do got to get out of here. We are well past our docket.
Love you, Allie.
Love you too. See you on the 11th.
Yes. Oh my God, I cannot wait. We got to talk about our outfits.
Yeah, so gotta get it.
And Mandy's coming now also.
And there she is. We just popped her on last second. Mandi, thank you again. We popped you in, kind of unexpected, but thank you again. You were great tonight. We had a great time. Thanks, my wife, for coming in the background. We greatly appreciate it.
Love you so much, Mandy. See you
she's watching her. She's watching herself on the replay. Says I look like shit. She's gorgeous. We love her. We love all my ladies. Thank you so much for tonight.
Wait, Mandy's still on?
No, I brought her back in. My wife's
Oh.
like, she's still on. I just dropped her in there unexpectedly. You know why? Because she's a big fan of St. Ricketts. So, what the heck happened here? The song is all discombobulated. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
I'm a
Thank
big
you,
fan of
Mandy.
Kenny and Kristen.
Thank you, Allie. I took Mandy back out of it. But let's get the heck out of here. Let's play some St. Ricketts. Let's call it a night. Thank you to everybody who tuned in, and we will
Go,
see
yo.
Oh yeah, we'll see you next Tuesday night and Wednesday night on the Yo Show and Yo 2.0. Have a great night. I'm a mess here. I'm blowing this up.
You're fine.
Is the volume up?
You're entertaining.
Get over here.
All right, come on. You want to be on this?
Get over here. We're going to bring in two very special guests.
Here, Owen, you want to be on it or no? Owen doesn't want to be on it. Bring in Maverick.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. He wants to be on. There's Maverick, ladies and gentlemen. He's the one who wants to see himself on TV. The great Maverick. Give us a my man, give us a wave and a thumbs up. Love it. You sure? All right, I don't know what's going on. Maverick is on. Love this kid. Love these kids. They're great kids. Have a great night. Let's St. Ricketts ourselves. And we'll see you next week. Thanks, babe.
See you
Good
next
job,
week.
Matt. He wants to be famous. How do I zone us out? I don't forget. There we go. And on to the side.
Introduce yourself. You do it fire. You have all the reason to begin again. Honor this desire. Do you hear the call? Coiling the wire. You have all the reason to begin again. Honor this desire. I have Velma, catalyst, and I have Velma, catalyst, and you understand yourself. This is not a test. You have all the reason to begin again. Honor this request. Do you wait for love? Put your acquiesce. You have all the reason to begin again. Honor this request. I have found the catalyst, and I have found the catalyst, and your chemical reaction incinerates the gravity. I found the catalyst, and you. Yes, there will be days when the sky is gray, but I will remain. Catalyst, and your chemical reaction incinerates the gravity. I found the catalyst, and you. Introduce yourself.